the curl, servants of the two, guidance promised
in grace's golden hue, yet
Found, forsaken, made in this we from the two fingers twisted grasp they came, daughters of the will, lashed in divine flame. Devotees cloaked in fillets, pale and worn, to end the tarnished grace they're sworn. Interpreters of silence, readers of the sign, roots of strength they forge in the greater's design. Long march echoes, promises of the throne, but shattering came, and they stand alive. Those maidens, whisperers of the lost grace, blood on the chapel floor, inhibitions embrace. Cerulina puppeted, fights love turned to dust, on the enslaved. In the greater will's rust, fingers come no more. Guidance fades tonight, made in the shadow. Claim the shattered life. Chapel of anticipation, lesson finger clutched tight, for blood, for the bloodlust, spilled in endless nights. Cerulina bound in sorcery's cruel chain, puppet out the festival, Ryan's golden reign. Fights made and frozen, delayed in the snow, betrayed by frenzy, for the Lord's blood flow. Burn offerings, Salubis hidden throne. Hiatus all stream, to the breeding fire. They live to serve, a chosen one's blade, turn fragments to power, in the earth tree shade. But grace light, tarnished, turned feral and wild, murder their guide in the shattering's child. No chalice bestowed, no union divine, meaningless wretched. closer road. Could have climbed from this canyon of skin, but we circled the drain. We're in grooves where the mountain should have been.
figure out how to correct my mixing again. Yeah. Alright. Nobody told me for the longest time I was coming through one channel till the other day. What the fuck? Thank you to, fuck, I forget his name. Something Dog. So thanks, Dog. How you doing? Hey, Biscuits. Good morning. We're kind of getting set up here. I get the headphones plugged in. That's what's missing. There we go. Headphones. Got my headphones up. All right. Trying to get the right levels here. So I was a viewer of Jeremy Hambley, the quartering as people just call him now. I want to say around 22, or no, around 2020, 2019, around there. I believe it was before the pandemic. And then I was obviously a viewer around that same time. It might have been shortly after. But I was a viewer of Tim Pool. I don't know. I hate that he still calls it Timcast IRL. It's Timcast in a studio. It's not... There's nothing IRL about it except he's in a fucking studio. But, I got tired of his energy. And I wasn't, like, a fucking rabid fan or anything, but I enjoyed the stuff that Tim Pool was doing at that point in time. It resonated with me on a certain level, and naturally I became a unironic viewer of Jeremy Hambley, the quartering, not knowing at that point his short history of fucking bullshit. But that was yet to snowball into a complete shit show. So, yeah. So now we're here. I do know that he was always asking for money back then. Just a grifter, man. That's all he's been. But I've learned a lot more details now. And it's fucking wild, dude. So he built his fucking compound in Wisconsin at the height of the pandemic, which can't blame him. Go buy some land, build a fucking house, but building materials were through the fucking roof. No pun intended, or maybe, I don't know. So yeah, apparently his mortgage payment is $10,000 a month. Fucked up. He doesn't. Now this is. From what I'm hearing, I don't have near enough time. I've been watching Kino Casino. I've been paying attention to other people, digging shit up on him. So I there's no way I can spend all my time obsessing over the guy. But you know, he so apparently also he's got his YouTube money, which is essentially being held on to by Rumble. So he's definitely got some sort of deal with Rumble. So he cannot stop streaming because I guess he's got like $1 million coming to him when the Rumble contract is up. But at the end of the contract, all of that YouTube money that he's earned that Rumble, for whatever reason, is hanging on to, at the end of the contract, they get to decide if he's worthy of getting his money. So this whole situation is fucked. Like, it's... None of this seems like a normal fucking way to go about your life and your business. It's way too complicated. Then again, maybe I'm just old school at heart, and because I feel there's no need to overcomplicate shit. That's what I see a lot in this world lately, is just people overcomplicating shit. So, we're here on on the Reddit page. The Reddit page here is r/the quartering is a Nazi. Because you should not see anything he does. Okay. Yeah, look at this shit. Is this really his fucking yearbook photo? I mean, there's definitely some weird shape with his front teeth. Maybe he's ended up with veneers over the years, or he's ground them down. He's probably ground them down. But look at the change. Gotta give that an upvote. Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, so former co-host Sydney Watson, she's releasing DMs and stuff, I guess. I don't know what this is exactly. It's a liar. What's the context on that? But yeah, she did say okay, he called of my buddies on the phone, another streamer, and told him that he was broke and was being forced to stream because of Rumble. Yeah, so that's the Rumble contract deal. My buddy said he was incredibly drunk and barely could make out his words, implying he was going bankrupt. Yeah, that's one of the things that has come up that we're hearing. If I can find a good quartering clip, because, I went to bed last night. Yeah, SJ quality. Uh-huh. He's a fucking disaster, man. And it just gets worse. Like, there's plenty of streams out there where, you can tell he's fucking shit-faced, dude. Yeah, this volcano's going off. There's another one in Indonesia. Coincidentally, the last day I was streaming, there was one in Indonesia erupting too. I want to find... Can't exactly find Kino Casino clips anymore, so just search Kino Casino clips and you'll get some clips not from Kino Casino clips. But yeah, I went to bed watching Kino last night, probably around 1 o'clock, and then I got up this morning, was making my coffee, still have them in my ear. Kind of realized I was just assuming it was a fucking replay or another clip was playing. And then they were like, 11-hour stream. All right, come back Wednesday and we'll see you for another 11-hour stream. Yeah, they were signing off as I woke up. Was getting my coffee ready. Fucking incredible, dude. So I don't even know all of it. I know I woke up periodically and was still listening to it. Just insane, dude. All right. Let's try and find something here. Oh, look at this shit. The Four Horsemen. Fucking duty clips. Let's watch a duty clip. This was 3 hours ago? Yeah. Let's watch a duty clip. Cut our music. Cut the fucking music. Yeah. Let's watch a duty clip. I like me some duty clips. This cropped? God damn. Recrop this. Weird. I don't want to have to mess with that too much, but whatever. Unmute. Unmute. You muted.
26, aka Jermageddon.
Oh yeah, this clip.
No, I've said that a lot. No. But it just keeps getting worse.
Yeah, this is from last night.
As the clickbait
This
YouTube
was great.
thumbnails would tell you. But this time, it's burger. This time, every single, just every day, every hour.
I would go over there and I would go over to Kick and just play it and help you, but I would I'm gonna suffer with you through the editing here. We're gonna suffer, okay? Bear with me. There's a reason why some of this shit is censored.
Hour. Every quarter.
Quarter.
The entire story is changing. Like the title that says "Quartering deletes Twitter" is out of date. Do you know? That's not. It's not the biggest happening.
That's like low.
In the last 24 hours. Like it's yesterday's news. You know, like today's news is yesterday. It's like there's.
Yeah, this is a good warm up to get into the quartering stuff because you know I just it's morning. I'm still getting going, man. But I've been listening to what led me to go ahead and go forth with this stream was I was listening to Doom clip. We're gonna watch some of that, but it's a 3-hour clip. Not much of a fucking clip, but it's with Pat Dixon and Bob Levy talking about the Chrissie Mayer thing. And if you know. If you're from the part of the internet I'm from, we know a lot about Chrissie Mayer, so this is great. I am excited.
News going on right now.
We extended the intro. We extended the intro with 2 extra songs. Well, because
I had to get all of these DMs that Sydney Watson dropped on Jeremy Hambley, that the DM drop ended, folks, because Jeremy Hambley is blackmailing Sydney Watson right now with threats of lawsuits, doxing family members, potential violence. And you gotta wonder, like, who is this man? Like, he has the ability to just take down YouTube videos with a snap of his fingers. He has the ability to silence Me Too victims.
It's pretty fucking wild. Like, the poll, I don't know who he knows at YouTube, but it's really fucking wild. It's been, I think, 13, 14 channels he's had taken down in such just boom, like that. It's fucking, can you imagine if Stuttering John had his fucking power? Oh, fuck.
With just a simple phone call or text message. And make no mistake, folks, that's 100%, in my opinion, allegedly, what the tonight. Because Camelot's leaking all of these DMs exposing that Jeremy has been blackmailing.
And there are a lot of players that I'm just getting to know them. Worlds are colliding, you guys. Worlds are fucking colliding. We got the sector colliding with the Dabbleverse. Now we got the Dabbleverse. Is the quartering part of the sector? I don't know what quartering is. He's just I know it's a whole Christian grift thing that it's turned into, that's for sure. It's fucking wild. Worlds are colliding, folks.
Sydney Watson for years. He screwed her over in their business dealings, just completely fucked her. He was creepy with her in public. There are recordings of Jeremy Hambley that Sydney Watson made that tape was due to be released tonight, folks. We were promised that the audio recording of Jeremy Hambley being creepy, he was drunk, who the was going to be dropped tonight, completely exposing him.
There's so many parallels.
And Sydney Watson, yeah, I know, right? Well, we all knew. It was an open secret,
exactly.
Just like it was with Harvey Weinstein. And that's what we're dealing with here tonight, folks, is the Harvey Weinstein and Ghislaine Maxwell of the right wing in the quartering Jeremy Hambley and Chrissie Mayer. And Judgment Day is here for these fucks. They're cooked.
That Chrissie Mayer show. What?
Chrissie.
How do you fumble? Like, just go, I lied, I was panicking. Fuck those guys.
Because she had a job lined up with the quartering. And quartering has announced today, guys, Hannah Claire Brimelow's done. She's resigned. She's not showing up for work. He said.
That's big fucking news. And I saw that coming because Hannah Claire, she is, you know, as PPP puts it, Ashton, I prefer PPP. Yeah, especially with a microphone. What am I doing? Ashton over here, he refers to Hannah Claire as alt-right royalty because she is the daughter of Peter Bremelow. Is yes, very popular conservative fellow. Don't know a ton about him, but I've heard about him plenty over the years.
Until the
Yeah, I couldn't imagine her sticking around for too much longer. Like, I just imagined her dad calling her, like, "What the fuck are you doing? Don't you dare soil the Bremelow name. You leave now, Missy."
midterms. So she's gone till November?
Or
It's the same
maybe
lie.
she'll
It's
be
the
back, or-
same lie we were told about Luke, where Luke went up to the farm upstate to run around.
Oh, okay, so this whole thing is a lie. Yeah, because he did say Jeremy was saying that. That didn't fully register before I started opening my yap. But yeah, as far as Hannah Claire, she gotta go. Gotta go. I can't see her sticking around with this. Like, everything I said about her father and all that still stands. This can't go. Run, Claire. Run, Hannah. Run. Run, Hannah Claire.
Around in the hay patch and play with all the fun animals, and he would be back by the midterms too. And we've received no update on that.
I do. No,
Jeremy
Ash, I have an
Hambley
update.
was alone today. Yeah, that's where Luke is. Luke had the best.
See, and that's the thing too. I mentioned Timcast, and that's where I know Luke from. I forget his last name. It's a ski name. He's a Polish fella, I think. I believe it's Polish, but yeah, it's what was Swarovski. I don't know. But Luke is good friends with Tim Pool, and I don't think I've seen him over there much. I don't know. I can't watch Tim Pool anymore. I'll be honest. It's nothing against him. It's just his energy, though. He's a little, he's pushy. You know, it's like, those pushy people. It's like, no, man, you don't get it. Like, you got to do this. You got to do it. It's like, I don't got to do nothing. All right? I don't got to do nothing.
Timing in the world. When he got out of this flaming shit heap, Titanic fucking disaster in the nick of time, last plane out of fucking, like, out of this basically unscathed.
We even said I think you said before he left, you're like, Luke, you're better than this. You have to go before it all.
And he was. And he was better than this. And he did go. Hannah Claire's out of there. I don't think we're seeing her again. No. Melanie Mack, conspicuous by her absence today.
Okay, so Jeremy was making up a narrative. So yeah, Hannah Claire's gone. And so Jeremy's just coping. He's like, she's going to leadership camp for a while. She really enjoys it there. She's going re-education camp. Fucking insane. So yeah, Luke's gone now. Hannah's gone. Yeah. I can't. Well, first of all, I have my thoughts on Melanie Mack, but I don't know if she's legit about the whole Christian thing. Maybe, and sure, girls can look like her and be Christian, whatever. You can be goth and be Christian, I guess. I don't know.
You'd figure if Hannah Claire was going to bail and not show up, even though Melanie doesn't typically work Mondays, she could have done her boss the solid of standing by her after she made the whole mess much worse on Chrissie Mayer's show and basically sunk Chrissie Mayer's entire career. Although you can't even blame Melanie Mack because Chrissie had so many opportunities to save it and she badly. And tonight, folks, you're going to see clinically, surgically, precisely an expose of Chrissie Mayer that just destroys all of her narratives. Chrissie knew. She knew the whole time before she had the interview with Melanie Mack on the 22nd of April, a full 2 weeks before the interview. She was on a live stream, a public live stream with Nina Infinity and this Ebony gentleman. Okay.
Ebony gentleman. We might watch that. I saw that. It's right up here on my right. Stalin 19 actually clipped it. It went up 3 hours ago. Let's put that next in line, huh?
Okay? And on this live stream,
Only a 40-minute clip.
it was revealed to her the entire situation with the quartering. Basically all of it.
Literally.
And not only, and it's all public. The live stream is still available. I'm going to show everybody the live stream. I'm going to show you the clips of the situation being explained to Chrissie Mayer. And then I'm going to show you Nina Infinity practically in tears as she explains to Camelot how Chrissie lied and lied and lied to her and her over, and she lied to Brittany Venti. She lied about Brittany Venti, and she's lied to multiple creators in DMs, creators that she works with on a regular basis. By the way, we won't name names.
No.
They're free to come forward and expose the truth. But Chrissie lied to multiple panelists on Friday Night Tights about the situation. And Camelot exposed the whole fucking thing. He says in the DMs, Chrissie Mayer admitted that she knew about the whole controversy with Melanie Mack. She knew about the whole thing beforehand, and she did it and played dumb for money. Woo! She wanted the money. She wanted the clout. And now we know that she was sweeping probably because Hannah Claire Brimelow put in her 2 weeks notice just a few weeks ago, and the job was coming up.
Boom.
To be on the quarter cast, to be paid $500 a show.
And that is so Chrissie. She would absolute come on. All right, I'm gonna go have a cigarette. I know what's coming up here. Go ahead and enjoy it. For any clips I use, if the clippers see me using it, I always leave your channel down below here on the screen and the channel, the video title. I'll make sure I give you a like. Yeah, don't strike me down, please. I make sure to leave your channels visible so people know where to go to get more. All right, I'll be back. I'm gonna go have a smoke.
For a couple of hours of sitting there and telling Jeremy he's so sexy and nodding her fucking head, and she wanted that position. And it looks like she's going to get that position based on what Jeremy Hambley is saying on his show today. The whole conspiracy is being blown wide open.
Beyond.
The developments just continue. Folks, I thought the headline today, when we first started prepping this show over the weekend, the big headline is Jeremy Hambley banned from the Renaissance Fair. Whoa, buddy.
That was
Jeremy
Saturday morning.
Hambley banned from the Renaissance Fair, which is a crazy development.
A crazy show, by the way.
Any other day, that would be
The best.
main event.
The greatest
top
show ever.
headline. This is amazing. We're feasting, bros. We're winning. Hambley's defeated. Quartering's destroyed. Because that Renaissance Fair is one of his favorite things in the world, he says. Him and his wife go 5-6 times a year, nearly every weekend during the summer. And because of his creepy behavior that was uncovered in a multiple-hour stream where he was perving on women and children and making families uncomfortable with his drunken, foolish antics while his wife was with the bull doing God knows fucking what,
I'll tell
he
you what.
was officially banned from that property and all of the other properties managed by that Renaissance Fair, which means he can't even go to the one in Chicago. He can't go to the one in LA. He can't go to any of the 4 properties they manage. Like the entire Midwestern Renaissance Fair, it's over for Jerry. He can't.
Bye.
Then Jeremy Hambley decided that rather than focus on the evil Nazi trolls of Kino Casino, which it's easy to paint us as the bad guys. You know, it's very easy to go, holy fuck, these guys are cruel and they're assholes and they're making fun of things that they shouldn't and they're transgressing boundaries and they're edgy and oh my God,
And we say, you know what?
Instead of going after us, he goes after the most popular panel show in his own entertainment fucking niche.
Field genre.
Yes,
Yo.
the anti-woke content. He goes after Friday Night Tights, goes after Gary, a nice guy that nobody has anything bad to say about, who doesn't want to deal with drama. And the whole reason Chrissie wasn't invited to the show on Friday was because she fucked up and created unnecessary drama that was then going to fuck over everybody else on the panel, because a bunch of people are rightfully pissed off because Chrissie Mayer, Jeremy Hambley, and Melanie Mack are pissing on people's hands and telling them they're telling people that 2 + 2 = 5. They're telling people that the chocolate ration was increased from 50 grams to 40 grams. They're telling us things that we just know aren't so, and they won't give anyone a platform to speak against it. Anyone who speaks against it is banned, gaslit, fucking wrote off as a woke leftist troll.
Wait, Ash.
Like, this shit is
why weren't
crazy.
you allowed on her show? Why weren't you allowed on Chrissie's show?
I wasn't allowed on Chrissie Mayer's show. I was screaming to go on that show.
But she said no. But why can't you go on her show?
Because we're banned from YouTube.
Whoa.
But I'm not. But I'm not.
But
I'm not.
Who?
But we're going to show the receipts of the lies. When
Guys.
she says that she can't have anyone that's banned on, she had Ethan Ralph on.
And he's been
So
banned
she's
a million
willing
times.
to have Ethan Ralph, who's double, triple, quadruple banned from the platform,
I get back here and we're talking Ethan Ralph.
known doxer, known swatter, known like actual harasser, has restraining orders against him in real life, has beaten women on camera.
He's a real piece of work, man.
She's willing to platform that guy. Also, she's platformed a ton of people who have been banned from the platform, like Cecil Says, et cetera,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
She's willing to, but she won't platform me, who isn't actually banned from the platform, right?
Felt it.
Because she was scared. She didn't want to be held accountable, because the first thing I was going to say to Chrissie Mayer when I got on,
Yeah.
do you expect us to believe you have fucking Alzheimer's?
Yeah.
Because you were just on a live stream 2 weeks ago where the whole thing was explained to you. And not only that, Nina Infinity, who is not a drama monger, who is not a
Yeah, this shit is insane. Like, Chrissie knew. Like, she knows. It's ridiculous. It's a whole stuttering John situation. Like, how do you expect me to? I mean, it's amazing. You know what? We'll watch her little explanation, because it's so ridiculous. And actually, we're gonna watch it along with Pat and Bob, is what we're gonna do, because they watch it and it's great.
troll who is trying her best to be a professional political commentator with integrity. Okay. Like she's in tears about how you lied to her, how not only did she explain it to you in public, but afterwards for over an hour on the phone outlined every single bloody detail of this entire situation with receipts. And you were on board as having known that Jeremy did this shit. And then when it came for your live stream, by the way, Nina also warned you in the hours leading up to your live stream not to do it. That if you were going to do it, you needed to have questions to press Melanie Mack, or it would be a disaster. And you didn't listen to her, and you lied and pretended like you had no idea what was going on.
What are the oranges for?
You lied to Brittany Venti. You basically admitted that you lied to Brittany Venti on the air last night without admitting that you lied, because you're just allergic to accountability. You're allergic to responsibility. And I would say typical woman moment, but this was beyond anything I've ever fucking seen before, where you're just caught in so many lies and you're given so many outs. All you had to fucking say was, I'm sorry, I panicked, I was under pressure, I wanted to protect my friend.
That's it.
I lied, and it was wrong.
That's it. That's all you have to do.
And now I'm throwing Quartering and Melanie Mack under the fucking bus. That's all you had to do.
Literally.
But instead, you were desperate to get this job working for Jeremy Hambley. For whatever this is like working
Right.
at the Krusty Krab and throwing it away for the chum bucket or some
Worse.
fucking shit like this.
Worse.
Like, this is working at fucking Google. You're working at Friday Night Tights.
Look at Worski's hat. he's so just he's losing it. What the hell?
The top brand in terms of anti-woke content in the world.
Literally.
And you decide to go to a failing program with no viewership, no support. Why? You have to wonder what the fuck
I'll say
what is
why.
going on here?
Money. She's gonna try. She's gonna take what little money Jeremy has left. He doesn't have any. It's fucking gone, dude. He will be lucky if he gets that money from Rumble when the contract is up. I mean, that's the only reason why he still has a channel up and he's still streaming.
2 million subs. Plus 10,000 purchase subs every week that Jeremy adds. She checks it and goes, "Oh, look at the number."
That's what she thinks.
But when you look at the
She's such
chats,
a boomer.
Twitter,
She's such a
anything.
boomer.
Mhm.
She actually believes the botted numbers.
Oh,
But if you just looked at the revenue today, it was $76.
$76. 76.
How are you going to afford 3 full-time co-hosts making $76 a show? Like,
come on.
Chrissie just smells a simp mark. She smells the
She doesn't have a show called Simpcast for nothing.
blood in the water. She heard the tales.
And you know the people giving her money on Simpcast, if they're not women, they're fucking simps. Pretty brilliant. Gotta give her that.
Of Sydney Watson pocketing
It's right there in front of your face.
$250,000 off of this simp. And in her mind, she goes, woohoo, I'm hotter than Sydney. I can probably get $500,000 out of this fat poop pants fucking cock. And it's just so transparent. What's going on here?
That was the
And
best.
I just can't
Gotta go back to that.
unparent what's going. Woohoo! I'm hotter than Sydney. I can probably get $500,000 out of this fat poop pants fucking cock. And
Ran out of
it's
breath.
just so transparent. What's going on here? And I just can't understand why. There has to be more to this.
There has to.
Doesn't there?
Well,
There
because it
has
makes
to
no
be
sense.
more to what's going on.
Buddy, she's burning down her whole career to defend Melanie. It's like, oh, but she's my friend. Okay, but you could tell your friend that she's being a fucking retard, and shouldn't you not support deplatforming and
ultimately-
flagging?
Some friends just ain't worth it.
Ultimately, what it comes down to is that Chrissie Mayer, Melanie Mack, and Jeremy Hambley all believe that they are special, that they are anointed, that they are the mainstream, that they are the gatekeepers who get to decide who's at the cool kids club and who's not. Not only that, they get to decide what's true and what's not. They believe that the chat, no matter what evidence they see contrary to their narratives, no matter what you, the viewer at home, see with your own eyes and hear with your own ears, you must listen and believe what they say because they have a high subscriber count, even though they actually have no real audience at all, no viewership, no engagement, no supporters. They genuinely believe that they have the clout to get away with this and that everybody else is a nobody and a bum. They believe that Nerdrotic is beneath them, heel versus baby face is beneath. It's completely delusional. It's because Jeremy Hambley has created this narrative around himself that he has infinite wealth and prestige and power. And they have got high on their own supply and bought into their own hype about this situation. But
I mean, it's very rare that I see a channel with more than you get like Kill Tony. It'll have like 10,000 people in the chat. That's understandable. It's a massive show. I don't think people really enjoy it too much anymore nowadays. The chat is just talking shit. But yeah, it's very rare that you see that. Usually, like Kino had 15,000 last night, but that's because Jeremy fucked up, and Chrissie fucked up, and Melanie fucked up. They all fucked up. And Kino basically tripled their fucking viewers. They usually have like 5,000 around there. And I rarely see any channel have more than that. And even when they have like 50,000 subscribers, 100,000 subscribers, like they don't get that on their live views.
As we're going to find out tonight from Camelot and Sydney Watson, and apparently insiders within the Quartering's camp, Quartering's on the verge of bankruptcy. He has expenses bordering on $30,000 a month just to pay his fucking bills. And he's only making about $3,000 a month from YouTube.
Oof.
Which
all of his money is in Hawk with Rumble. That's why there's $900,000 in his Rumble account, because all of his YouTube revenue, according to these sources, goes directly to Rumble. And Rumble decides at the end of the contract whether they will release it to Quartering or not.
What a shitty situation to be in, dude. No wonder why he's fucking drunk all the time, dude. His fucking stress levels, his blood pressure's probably fucked.
So right now, this guy's got $1 million in cash sitting there for the next 6 weeks.
And that's...
Dude, fuck that. If that's what it takes to get $1 million, I'm good. I'll fucking suffer, dude.
Till this contract ends.
He has to keep streaming.
Yes, he has to stream every single day.
Fuck that.
Please the bosses at Rumble, apparently.
Fuck that.
Otherwise, he's not going to get that $1 million. Otherwise, he's not going to get the last year, 2 years. Who knows how many years worth of revenue from YouTube?
By the way,
I don't know. Jeremy Hambley could come out.
Dude, that sucks. Just the thought of that, like, oh, hell no.
And clear this stuff up. He could clear up the situation with Sydney Watson. He could clear up the situation with Rumble, allegedly, that's going on. He could clear up what's actually gone on with the gay op that he tried to do, framing people for flagging down his channel when he was actually drunkenly deleting videos.
This is what happens. You know... Alcohol is definitely a big problem for this. It's a big reason for this, because he's not making smart decisions, obviously, and it's like Stuttering John with the rakes, you know?
He refuses to answer to any of this stuff because he genuinely believes that he's above it. That all of your concerns, the viewer at home's concerns, all of his peers in the content creation community's concerns, they're beneath him. And he doesn't have to answer. And Chrissie Mayer doesn't have to answer. And Melanie Mack doesn't have to answer, as they all rely on you to pay their fucking bills. Like, I don't know where they believe that the audience is in service to them and not them in service to the audience. You're actually supposed to entertain and inform your audience. You're not supposed to gaslight.
He's below quartering.
You're not supposed to gaslight your audience and piss in their fucking mouths and tell them it's sweet tea. Like, this is just crazy.
No,
this is what they genuinely believe.
Jer feels like he could. By the way, I was saying earlier that I called it because you were like, is he making $20K a month on YouTube? I did the math. I said generously $4,000 a month. So when we hear $3,000 a month, it fucking makes perfect sense. And how Jer doesn't look at these numbers and go, it's over.
Apparently,
it's over. I got his
mortgage alone is $10,000 a month.
How?
That's what apparently his mortgage is alone.
How?
He built this house in the middle of nowhere in rural Wisconsin. During COVID, when the building materials are super, super expensive. And not only that, he took out a home equity line of credit for $300,000 at 7.5%, And that's public record that that's the case, that home equity loan. So he's got 2 mortgages on that fucking property. He's got a property tax bill of 10 grand a year or more, which he told us all was the fucking case. He's got massive maintenance bills. He's got staff to pay. He's got apparently Pokemon cards that he's buying, all of this stuff. He's buying advertisements on YouTube to prop up his channel. He is spending so much money, and he's spent so much money that I believe the cupboards are bare. I believe that he is just maybe a year, maybe 2 years, maybe less, a matter of months away from a complete and utter financial crisis and collapse.
Yeah, that's PPP or Ashton and Worski. Kino Casino. I've seen some older clips where it didn't look so nice, so I feel like I've known them for a long time, but I hadn't really truly watched them until recently. But yeah, the Kino Casino over on Kick, that's where they do their show. It's like every other day. I think Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or something like that. But they'll go live like 8:30 Eastern, and shit, they didn't end until 7:30 Eastern this morning. They did like a 11-hour stream. They do a really good job. They cover a lot of different Lolcow topics and all that, but right now they're all tied up with the Quartering, because the Quartering took down their Clips channel on YouTube, which is actually not run by them. It's a guy that they know, who they made a deal with him. They said, you know, you do our clips, you keep the revenue from the Clips channel to help you and your family. And so Jeremy fucked over somebody that really didn't have any affiliation with Kino Casino. So they're taking food off of a man's table, out of a man's kids' mouths. Yeah, Jeremy fucked up. But then it turns Jeremy's been going after it's like 13, 14, 15 channels he's taken down recently. After that, like, it's insane. It's insane, dude. He's out of control. He's an alcoholic. Lost his goddamn mind. Let's go over here to this clip here. This is what made me really want to get into this. So this is a Doom clip. Thank you for clipping this, Doom. And this is Pat and Bob talking about Chrissie Mayer's response, all that good shit.
Jeez, Doom, you're like a child.
We'll talk about some
in the
karma
chat.
later.
I don't know what happened to you.
Another person pulled into the Pat Dixon washing.
Why is it so quiet?
I want to just
God damn it.
put it all out there and answer your questions, but at the same time, I'm not looking to make this a
you're welcome,
3-hour
Biscuit.
long stream. I never
Biscuit's
wanted to talk
Glad I
about
could clear that up.
the Quartering drama. I just but I've been sort of bullied into it here, and
Bullied.
so I'm going to
I
talk.
know that was such a bad choice of words, but I've been sort of bullied into it. Whoa, no, not a smart thing to say.
No.
At all. I mean, like a real dumb thing to say. In fact, I would say, wouldn't you? I mean, like that's that's just not fucking smart to say. I'm only here out of by what do you call it? I'm under duress. You know, I don't want to be here saying these things, but here I am, thanks to you guys. So here goes nothing.
It's unbelievable.
Like that was a really dumb thing to say. She's like, you can pretty much say, okay, well, nothing here is going to be sincere. You should welcome the opportunity.
And this is going to be a little difficult, a little rough, but I'll do my best. I wasn't able to. I've got a rough idea. I'm about an hour 30 and on my phone. I do have an earbud in, so I'm kind of doing the producer, showrunner thing. I don't know. Whatever. Let's try and get through this.
Opportunity, to get to come in and
Pat makes a lot of good points, and he has some insight into Chrissie Mayer because he is her ex-boyfriend. So, yeah.
Answer some of these things.
But wouldn't
she didn't do that.
she be somebody that would be making fun of somebody that used the word bullied?
Normally, yeah.
Yes.
True. Yeah, but she feels bullied, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay when it's it's definitely different when you're when you're the bullied party, you think, right?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Not good.
About it, and I'm gonna do my best to address everything.
No, you're not.
And there's some of you listening tonight that are never gonna
She already sounds ready to cry.
believe anything I say. There's some of you tonight who might be on the fence. There's some of you here tonight who are just going to make content and twist what I say to fit your narrative to make money, and that's fine.
Okay, so here's what she's saying.
Mm-hmm.
None of you are gonna if you're not gonna a bunch of you are not gonna give me a fair shake. All of you, really. Anybody who doesn't accept my explanation, you're just not being fair.
Exactly. It's the same. It's the stuttering John thing. It's like, even if I lose, I win because I defended myself. What the fuck?
She has pre-dismissed all arguments against everything.
She also does those apologies like, I'm sorry you felt that way. No, you're not apologizing.
She says, by saying that, don't you think it's a
Oh, yeah.
pre-dismissal of everything that any problem anybody has? It's because you're just not going to listen to a thing I say.
And you're just going to make fun of it.
Twist what I say into something it doesn't mean. It's like,
Mhm.
no, we're going to very astutely observe you, listen to you, and actually kind of take it apart. I think that's the idea. I have, I'm welcoming the opportunity to go back.
Look at her face. It's just. Now, I know nobody has a perfectly symmetrical face and everything, but, like, the right side of her face is, like, folding in on itself. I don't know. Whatever. I don't mean to talk about people's looks, but, I mean, come on. I've just been noticing it about certain people. Like Keanu has that eye that doesn't want to fucking cooperate. Chrissie's right side is just folding in on itself. DSP's hairline is crooked, and his head is folding into the left. I don't know what the fuck's going on with John's face. Falling off, I think.
Back and look at this from, kind of from the start. Some of the shit she says at the beginning it's like much, much worse.
And that's your progress, and that's YouTube, and like it's fair use. You guys can,
It's fair use. Okay,
make
great.
content, of course.
I'll take it. That's permission,
So,
right?
but I just felt like I had to be true to myself and be honest.
She's blinking
and
so much.
address all these concerns, and clear some things up. So,
one thing I can't stand about people is when they have an explanation for something and they're just like, well, I've explained it already, and that's where it stays. There's no, but what about this? They won't evolve their opinion. They're just like, I'll say I'm not going to apologize for having Melanie Mack on to discuss Catholicism and blah, blah, blah. And everybody's going, no, but he says you should apologize for that. That would be ridiculous.
It's going to be a long night for her.
I mean, she ended it early somehow.
It hasn't ended, believe me.
If you think I'm a grifter, if you think I'm doing this for money, please don't super chat me. I want to make that crystal clear.
I want to say that same thing. If you think I'm just a grifter here and I don't care about any of this shit and I'm just here to make money off it.
And essentially what that does is that fuels people to send hate chats for money. I don't know. She may be doing some reverse psychology. She may not. That's the thing. You don't know. But I'm just going to assume she's like, either or, I'll just tell them not to, and then they'll send it anyway. John does the same shit.
Well, just say it.
Don't buy into it. Don't send this bitch money. I gotta make some more coffee, so I'll let this roll. Just to let you know, I will not be able to speak right away.
To my face through a super tip.
Because I'll answer any question you have.
Yeah. Want to answer all questions?
Think I'm a liar or
Let me just undo
unfunny
my
or
bra. It's
ugly
getting a
or
little tight right now.
whatever, or full of shit.
Yeah, my between the tits is getting a little
Or
moist.
did I say not funny? Then please give your money to somebody else. If you think there's a streamer
Give
out
it to
there that's been
Dixon.
covering this in a way you like
That's-
better, please
you
please
give it to Dixon. That's got to be your bumper sticker. Or if you're running for president, give it to Dixon.
Give it to Dixon. Why couldn't she just say that? Like right here, instead of saying give it to somebody else. No, give it to Dixon. It's just Jules, $5. Thank you. I had to tell my truth. I had to tell my truth. I have to lie about my bad behavior. Believe me now, and also shut up. That is, why didn't she just say that?
Mm-hmm.
That would be borderline honest, and she cannot do that.
Yeah, she should have just came on and said, "Look, I'm not going to win anyway. Let's go look at some fashion models in Paris."
Yeah, she should have just right. She should have either that or just worn the black hat and said, "Yeah, I don't care that they got deplatformed. I don't give a fuck. I have a friendship with these people. Just because they do things I don't agree with doesn't mean I'm not going to work with Melanie Mack anymore. Doesn't mean I'm not going to have her on. She's my Catholic friend. That's pretty important to me. And all you guys can just suck a dick."
Yeah.
money to that person. Support who you want to support here. And I need to say this up top. Kino Casino needs to get his channel back. The Clips channel needs to get their channel back. All of these channels that were affected by
She thinks Kino Casino's a person.
Jeremy's actions need to get their channels back. I think it's something like 13 or 14 channels that have been deleted.
13 or 14 channels she acknowledges, all deleted by this guy that she was just like, I don't want to be involved, and they should get their channels back. Damn, though. 13 or 14. Who are the ones that are not being... People don't understand how devastating it is. You don't just lose income. You lose, like, time, I mean, like, you lose currency. You're basically wiped off the map when you lose your channel.
Even your old material, right, is gone?
Well, yeah, everything. You disappear. Your channel disappears. And you can go over and... I mean, it looks like Venti was doing okay over there on Kick. But you can go to, like, wherever, Rumble, wherever you go. And, like, I'm grateful for the people who stuck with me over at Rumble. And you guys know who you are. There's some core people, but they just won't do it. Most people, I don't fucking go on to Rumble if I'm not, when I wasn't on there. I mean, when I'm, like, now that I'm not on Rumble anymore, I don't think I've logged into Rumble since then.
Wow.
It's, and I don't know if I would go over to Rumble to watch myself. I mean, like, give me a break. It's just, and it sucks. I mean, some people say you should build to, keep something going over there. Maybe so. Maybe there is wisdom in that. But, at the same time, like, it's just not as important to me. I'm over here. Thank God I'm back over here. For a year, I didn't have YouTube. At the end of it, and I just want to clarify this, I didn't do anything to lose my channel. I literally did nothing. That YouTube came back, and that's not me saying it. YouTube said it. YouTube came back after over a year. I just, they denied all my appeals and stuff. I kept appealing. One day I appealed. My channel just fucking boop, pops back to life.
Yeah.
And they were like, and then when I read the email, it's like, yeah, it was, you were not in violation. And, it was taken down in error. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, everybody that was, it was consistently great numbers, consistently like $4,000 to $5,000 a month. Maybe that's not a lot of money to you, but it mattered to me. And it was.
That's good.
Yeah, it was a real fucking. It was. It's a real drag. So I feel for the people who have been taken down for like over this fucking personal grudge that this guy has. That he's just like, hey, I don't want you guys talking about me. And he still has that kind of currency. Apparently, Jeremy with the quartering does. And she's just like, yeah, okay. I heard from a bunch of people it seemed like it was a whole thing. But then, like, Melanie Mack told me it wasn't a big deal, that it was just, like, fucking bullshit and a nothing burger. So I just decided to believe that and go with that. She went with the thing that was more convenient to believe, which is what some ladies do.
Do you think Frank
Correct me
said
if
to her, how can you do this to us right now? Right? Like, how can you do this? Everything was going okay. And then you had to do this.
I don't know if Frank still mods her chat or not, but like he might have been the one over there, like going, nope, 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 banned, 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 and banning people from the chat when they say negative shit.
Yeah.
I'd say Frank's probably not happy about this, but yeah, I'm sure he's being very supportive.
I'm wrong, but they all need to be restored. This is bullshit. People are allowed to make content. And flagging for privacy complaints is wrong. It reminds me so much of what Sniper Wolf would do with the stealing.
What would Sniper Wolf do? I ask myself that often.
We should have that on a new show.
WWSWD. Eddie Maddock.
Toyota Vegas for $5.
Melton is dead, dude.
Melton's dead. Oh no. The Melton's dead scandal.
Content,
Thank
too.
you, Edith.
Stealing
Oh, I
content.
forgot. I got to do it in my sexy voice.
Yeah.
Thank you for the $20.
And is wrong.
Was
The
it hot where
orange
you
video-
were today, too?
Thank you for the. I got to push these together. These milkers.
When I finally watched it, I laughed because I'm like, this reminds me.
KB, I didn't even think of, KB said before, Lady KB, she's like, are we just going to gloss over the fact she said she was breastfeeding her 2-year-old? I hadn't even thought about it. Damn.
I'm back.
See, women catch on to
Oh
shit
yeah,
like
this
that.
right here. Yeah.
And
this shit's
is
hilarious.
wrong.
Was
The
it hot
orange
where you
video-
were today, too?
Thank you for the. I got to push these together. These milkers.
When I finally watched it, I laughed because I'm like, this reminds me.
KB, I didn't even think of, KB said before, Lady KB, she's like, are we just going to gloss over the fact she said she was breastfeeding her 2-year-old? I hadn't even thought about it. Damn.
That's really fucking weird, man. That is really weird. Like, I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't know anything about. I don't have kids. I don't know, but I know a 2-year-old should not be breastfeeding. Isn't it supposed to be done after like a year tops?
Damn. See, women catch on to shit like that. I wouldn't have even noticed, but that is fucking weird.
And there was something she said that, like, I don't. She said that she might have to homeschool her kid because.
Yeah, this is fucked up. I wanted to talk about this too. Yeah, this goes into more than just the quartering. This goes into some other things, which maybe I should be just over on Rumble for this. I don't know. But yeah, let's let this roll and I'll talk about it. I hope it's here and it's not an hour and a half into it where I am on my phone. That'd be fucked up. But the vaccinations, the childhood vaccinations, the touchy subject, and I think we're in for an interesting experiment. We get to see someone from the very beginning. This is interesting.
She didn't get the kid didn't get any shots or whatever. Like,
Never had any shots. He's basically feral in the eyes of the state.
like we
feral.
got that big one that leaves that mark on your arm, right? Remember?
Yeah.
When Pat Dixon said feral, I had the funniest image in my head, just like a Cyrax toddler just in the corner.
Kind of a big fucking
It was
vaccination.
just like one thing that you had to have. Everybody
like-
had.
This contains all the fucking right
Yeah.
shit, and you'll be good forever.
Yeah.
What happened here? I sit with mumps.
I'm talking to you while I only have one testicle.
My shit is fucked up.
Sniper Wolf, you can't just take someone else's content without, you got to transform it, you got to comment on it. It's stealing content is lazy and it's wrong.
Nobody is.
So she does. All right. So I was away making my coffee and shit, and I had snuck in a cigarette. But yeah, so now she's gone. She's done a total about face now, and then this is interesting. Did she already get to the part where she says, and Kino Casino needs his channel back? Like she's not talking about their Clipper, which she's correct to say his channel, but she doesn't know it. And she's fucking stupid, man. She She's the worst kind of person. She's the kind of person I just outright despise.
All that caught up in the stealing content aspect, and she's coming out hard against that to show stealing content is wrong.
Yeah.
And she even takes it off of Jeremy and said, that's like something Sniper Wolf would do. And she starts talking about Sniper Wolf, right? So it's like she's clever, you know?
Yeah, it's like, look over there.
This is like when Ava was on with Dan on John's show, and she's basically telling John, like, you don't see, like, you're friends with someone who's doing the same thing to someone else that people are doing to you, and you're suing, and they sued, and you don't see the correlations here. It's amazing.
There, hey, Sniper Wolf is over there. Look.
Yeah, like, oh, Jeremy, yeah. It's terrible if he did this. Nobody gives a shit about I mean, like, if he makes shitty content and steals and whatever, the people he's stealing the kind of stuff he steals is like, it's non-controversial. You know what I mean? It's like he's picking stuff that, like, I don't know, that, like, it's not the kind of thing that is gonna, like, get most people, you know, going or whatever.
Flagging for privacy.
Wait a minute, hold on a
complaints,
second. Put up Kim Nichols right there. You see it?
Let me see. Is it
It's
down
going
here?
to the top. You see it? Up a little higher.
Oh.
The other one. To the left. Pat to the left. A little to the left.
I'm not trying to make you come. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay, Kim Nicholson says stealing Christmas gifts is also wrong. Oh, I told you she didn't know she was stealing. They were Christmas gifts. Her name's Chrissie. She thought it said Merry Chrissie.
Merry Chrissie. Okay.
I don't know.
Is that true?
No, of
Come
course
on,
not.
that would have been hilarious.
I thought they were for me.
It wouldn't surprise me.
I thought they were for me.
because someone's talking about your wife or whatever else, if you have beef with somebody, is also wrong. Okay, people are allowed to make content and comments about cringe moments I've had in the past. That's part of being on YouTube. That's part of being like a public figure or whatever. And I think
Speaking of
Jeremy
cringe
today
moments you've
deleted
had.
his Twitter, and I think I
Get
saw
ready
there's
for
a
a long one.
lawsuit out for him today, which is good. I understand. I've really put a lot together in the last few days, and the outrage is completely justified. These people deserve to get their channels back. These people deserve to get their livelihoods back. And it'll be interesting to see what comes out in discovery with this lawsuit. I also heard of another channel called Undead Chronic. I don't know who you are, but I'm just their channel was banned too, and they should get their channel back also. Any strike that Jeremy caused just because somebody was talking about them, that's messed up. And I hope those strikes go away, and I hope everyone gets their channels back. And I hope yeah, I want there to be accountability for the messed up stuff.
Just doing damage control. And she's just making it worse. She's just making it worse.
Stuff that Jeremy has done. So I want to make sure that's clear. I want to explain first my intentions for my stream with Melanie. I had Melanie on my show on Wednesday, and I had been trying to get her on since really Easter, since my confirmation, since I converted to Catholicism. I wanted to have her on.
Is that good?
Because she's my friend. I wanted to have her on to talk about.
Now she's saying, like, oh, look, I'm against people losing their shit. I really am. But, you know, there, I said it. What more you want me to say? I shouldn't have, I guess. She's so fucking closed off to their other points of view here. Let me go back just for a second. I was listening while I stepped away.
Melanie on my show on Wednesday, and I had been trying to get her on since really Easter, since my confirmation, since I converted to Catholicism. I wanted to have her on because she's my friend. I wanted to have her on to talk about that, to talk.
Converting to Catholicism right now is the biggest, like, right-wing cuck thing you can do.
Is it really?
Yes, I think. Yeah. It's like, that's what they're all doing. That's the big thing. It's like, we're all going to be Catholic together, which is so fucking, it's so dumb. It's so dumb.
You shouldn't be able just to join a team, like, by taking some fucking courses or whatever.
Right.
You know,
No, you should have to qualify for it. Go
Yeah.
throw the football through some tires. Show us how you can do the monkey bars or whatever.
You gotta convert for the jokes, right? Sorry, I had to.
Yeah, but like she's Irish, right? Let's stick with that. That's
She's
just
German.
or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, and look at that pause. Look at the screen. Yeah, this if she, she gets married, she has a kid, and then she finds God, and she feels a certain inkling to become religious, whatever. I have no beef with that. But personally, it just feels I see it way too much, and I don't know. But you're not supposed to say anything. I don't know. Let you analyze it for yourself. But something just I don't buy it.
No, yeah, just stick with that.
In fact, not everybody knows.
No, Ashton from Kino. That's one thing I wanted to point out. This religious thing she has now, and it seems like a Christian grift. Jeremy's been doing it, and Melanie might be legit, but Jeremy started turning to God. Hannah Claire is highly religious. She didn't even know what Friday the 13th was, the movie. That was a funny clip. Wow. But it seems to be a Christian grift that their group is doing, and I think Chrissie might have just hopped along, like tagged along, and now she's trying to get on his channel, I think, and get his money, what little money he has. I don't know. But PPP pointed out, or Ashton, I gotta keep calling him Ashton again. He pointed out that she's converted and everything. She's had her confirmation, but she's still having porn stars on her show. She's still platforming porn stars who also participate. I think there was an interracial component there, but I don't care about that. The only time you need to bring up the interracial thing is when we're talking about Scarlett and Ethan Ralph, because that's hilarious. But she platforms porn stars still that have that perform sexual acts on camera with transgender porn stars. So I mean, figure that one out. Come on, Chrissie, get it together. That doesn't make sense at all. Are you Christian or are you not?
Her grandfather was a German soldier.
Whoa.
She told me that. I was like, you mean a Nazi? It's a fact.
About she just got married. I want to talk about our faith.
Can you
and I was
imagine?
so excited. She hadn't been on Simcast in a while. I was so excited to have her on and finally like reconnect. I know it sounds like sad, but sometimes
She's just such a fake person. I fucking hate it so much. Can't stand fake people anymore. I've had it enough.
I look forward to streams as a way to like connect with an old friend. Who knows? Like maybe it should have been a phone call, but it was a stream. You know what I mean?
I just
And
look
I
on
wanted
Facebook.
to connect with my friend about my
Don't
conversion.
contact anybody. You just look.
Yeah.
I just lurk on Facebook.
All right, they're not dead. I don't have to call. I don't have.
Like mislead people. I never connected the drama that was going on with Jeremy to Melanie. I never thought that Melanie needed to answer for Jeremy's sins.
Okay, this is the problem. She's
Boy.
not being asked to like suffer or whatever, for Jeremy's sins.
Suffer.
It's that she was out like saying that like it's hilarious that they got, from what I understand, she's laughing about these deplatformings and she's like fucking being a bitch about it and whatever. She's like actually trying to say, I mean, she's the one who told you it was a fucking nothing burger, was it?
Yeah.
the Tommy Jordan here. Your lucky lolcow isn't an STI. I could have caught it 2 times. I guess you mean a sexually transmitted infection. Your lucky lolcow isn't an STI.
Is I next to D? No.
No,
Okay.
I think it means sexually transmitted infection. They might have changed it from.
Yeah, they changed it. I'm actually okay with that. It is more of an infection. Some of them, I guess you could categorize them as. But yeah, I'm actually okay with that change. I'm not for changing all these words and shit these days. I'm getting old, but that one I'm okay with. It always seemed a little harsh. Sexually transmitted disease. Got a little dribble. Take some antibiotics. Gross. I'm gonna try a little something here. I'm gonna let this play, but if you hear some guitar come blaring through, I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm gonna try a little something here.
From disease to infection,
Put
which
it
makes sense. I mean, they're not really diseases; they're just like things that you don't tell people about.
I knew there was drama with Jeremy. I knew he had beef. I knew there was shit going on. But I never at any point thought, well, this is Melanie's fault. She needs to answer for this. She needs to.
She works for him. She co-signed it. She was all on board with it. That's the fucking issue.
Mm-hmm.
It's the way she frames this again.
Let's talk about that with her. I never meant to mislead people,
Okay, now nobody was misled.
No.
It was that they could see you all too clearly trying to answer questions for Melanie and stuff like that. I mean, to the degree that she even addressed it, it was not very good. I mean, I'm not going to say that all she had to do, people were saying, well, Melanie knew, she knows about it and everything. And she goes, well, you don't even know the nature of their friendship or anything. Well, Melanie's sitting right next to her. You could have gone, hey, is that true?
all you had to
Would
do.
you mind addressing this? Everybody had shit they wanted to address to Melanie, and she's like, I don't know. And so she's not used to this. Chrissie's not. Chrissie's not used to this massive, people actually feeling strongly about something and being mad at her because she, actually doesn't or is doesn't share their, it's one thing not to share. Everybody is against deplatforming and that kind of shit, I would think.
Yeah, but not these new Catholics. They seem to be evil.
Meet the new Catholics, same as the old Catholics.
I never connected the drama that was going on with Jeremy to Melanie.
Even though she works with
I never thought that Melanie needed to answer for Jeremy's sins.
So I don't think anybody thinks that. Melanie has done and said some shit on her own that they were pissed about. So that's deceptive. I never thought she had to answer for Jeremy's sins.
But sins, I mean, that's a weird thing that, just getting into the Catholic.
That's the way they look at it, man. They look at it as sin.
Yeah, but this is going to go. The best thing, what's going to happen. She's going to turn into one of these. She's going to try to be one of these church people,
Yeah,
Can't say priest, right? Because it wouldn't be a priest. What do they call the women one?
Nuns, lesbians.
Nuns. Something like that. That's the best way out of this now.
Yeah, you should just become a nun. Take a religion seriously and, give up this streaming life and go be a nun. I mean, really, it's not. She's going to be fine. Chrissie's going to land on her feet. There's people sending her money that are with her and stuff. She was being so selective, though, on these super chats. You will never know, because unless we were there watching the chat, we couldn't see the ones that she was ignoring. But I know if she said, well, I'm not going to read all these because, that was the other part. She was going, I'm not going to read these anti-Britney ones. Yeah. But then she would read an anti-Britney one. It was just like, holy shit. And I suspect she probably read all the anti-Britney ones. And, there weren't that many. So she said, I'm going to have to do another whole show, a separate show, addressing these super chats. What does it say? Tommy Jordan again. Mother's Day ended 15 minutes ago. Send her to heaven. Ooh.
Jesus, Tommy.
Hey, man. Too far.
Too far.
Too far. We don't send people to heaven here.
Not with these gas prices.
We kill them all. Let God sort them out.
I knew there was drama with Jeremy. I knew he had beef. I knew there was shit going on.
Beef.
But I'd never.
See, that kind of like, I knew there was drama with Jeremy. Okay. That's not putting it on Jeremy. I knew he had beef.
Yeah, I don't know how that worked out. I'm sure you heard it. I didn't. I couldn't get it going through my headphones for some dumb reason. Whatever. I think I heard it. But who knows? We'll see. I don't have any pedals plugged in or anything, so it's pure guitar. Probably wouldn't have sounded great.
Beef? That's making it sound like there's somebody out there that he's not getting along with. I knew there was a problem. So that's as vague as it gets. You know, it's as vague as it fucking gets.
So when she had them on, like last week or whatever, there was stuff going on. Like that would be someone that would bring a lot of eyes to her and maybe money.
Mm-hmm.
So this is why she did this. And
Yes, that's exactly it, Bob. Very smart, Bob. No, I love Bob. But yes, that's exactly it. I don't know why. She's obviously dumb, though, because it's a fucking sinking ship, dude. Like, she's jumping on board, like, at the worst part. It's like saying, hey, I want to go on a cruise and hopping on the Titanic right after it hit the fucking iceberg, dude. What the fuck? What are we doing, Chrissy?
it backfired, right?
Yeah, she brought her on. I mean, she claims that, like, had her on schedule for months. I just want to talk about being Catholic. And then she's like, and then it just happens to be a huge fucking money-making show.
Oh, that's what he was talking about. I was a little distracted with the guitar, but what I said still stands.
Okay.
Terry Nee says it's good. It's nice to see you and your dad do this together. And then,
Thank you.
Thanks, Pop.
Thank you.
Thanks, Pop. That's my DeMond Wilson impression. Thanks, Pop.
Okay.
Hey, Pop, you fucking bitch.
The quartering drama back in April. Now that some 1,000 oranges coming in, extremely insulted. I really wasn't expecting all that. I wasn't expecting 2,000 oranges. I wasn't expecting.
What are the oranges for? She doesn't even know what she just said. Ah!
2,000 brooms. When people say, Chrissy, the chat tried to tell you. The chat tried to tell you. The chat was extremely hostile. The chat.
Look how crooked her face is.
That's how they're trying to tell you.
I think this is her tell here. That crooked face. Look at how. What the fuck face is she making, dude? I think that's you can always tell, like, when somebody makes a certain face, like, they're being, there's some deception detected.
Her being told something, she equates that with hostility, The chat.
Does Vince say there's some indicators? Yeah, indicators of deception.
I tried to tell you, well, they were being hostile. I don't like people being hostile to me, so I ignore it.
That was extremely insulting to both of us. And
100% of the chat and 100% of the super chats they were all so insulting. No, I watched some of those fucking super chats and they were just like saying, no, listen, here's the deal. What about this? And they were just asking questions and saying things. It wasn't all like, you fucking bitches. The words fucking bitches, I don't think were in any of the
Yeah, you cannot put bitch in the chat. I think, actually, you can type bitch in the chat if your account is categorized, if you're categorized as a female. Because I've seen it done, but it was from a female's account. Very clearly a female's account. So I think if you're a female, you can say it. But I can't even put BITXH. Like, any sort of weird variation you try and sneak by, it doesn't even get through. Once I figure one out, I'll let y'all know.
fucking super chats. YouTube doesn't even let that happen on a show.
What am I going to say? Melanie, there's 1,000 oranges coming in. let me put you in the waiting room.
And Melanie would explain it to you.
Well, I figured that I was really
Exactly. That was the option. That was the option to put your guest in the waiting room and say, "There's 1,000 oranges coming in. Let me figure it out." Why do people say shit like this? It's like it doesn't fool anybody, man.
Yeah.
really overwhelmed and taken aback by all that, and I froze, and it's funny
What
because
a
on my
Tommy.
screen here I
Yo,
have
yo,
my
my bad, I be
questions
tripping,
from my
dog.
interview with Melanie Mack, and one of them
got
was,
that.
"You addressed the quartering drama back in April. Now that some time has passed, how do you feel about it now?" So it's like I did bring it up with her, and I even
So this is how she brought it up to her.
and it's funny because on my screen here I have my questions from my interview with Melanie Mack, and one of them was, "You addressed the quartering drama back in April. Now that some time has passed, how do you feel about it now?"
It's early May.
A month.
Okay, yeah.
Early. You addressed this back in April. Now that some time has passed, just because a month turns over, it doesn't mean that it's been some long amount of.
It's only gotten worse. How do you feel about it now? It's worse. My life is hell.
Time, you know. She's what is she like? Oh, I'm still writing April on all my checks.
It's like a long vacation, 10 days and 9 nights, you know? It's
Yeah.
like it hasn't been that long ago.
It seems long.
Like John time. Oh, that was a fucking month ago. What the fuck? Why are you still talking about that?
To you, I understand, but like, no. Now that some time has passed, you and plus the way it's phrased, you addressed the quartering drama already. Now that some time has passed, so I didn't hear her ask that question. I didn't watch the whole stream, but I didn't hear that question. So she says, "I've got it right here on my screen. Here's the question," and I bet you, from the way she's saying that. From the way she brings it. I mean, just listen to it's very deceptive. Listen.
"Melanie, there's 1,000 oranges coming in. Let me put you in the waiting room." Well, I figured that I was really overwhelmed and taken aback by all that, and I
Oranges.
froze, and
Frozen
it's
oranges.
funny because on my screen here I have my questions from my interview with Melanie Mack.
On my screen here, I have my questions from my interview with Melanie Mack.
And
That
one
I
of
just
them
put
was,
there.
"You addressed the quartering drama back in April. Now that some time has passed, how do you feel about it now?" So it's like I did bring it up with her, and I even though I wasn't going to like center our chat around it, and
Which kind of shows that she knew there was something there.
Yes. She knew. I mean, she can't be this fucking dumb. She's dumb. Not this dumb. I want to skip ahead. Drags. I mean, this is a 3-hour clip.
require a whole ton of prep work because I know I don't have the time to do like the
Wow.
research and stuff. And
I'm
Okay.
sure he's napping.
I do content that like doesn't require a whole ton of prep work
She's lazy.
because I know I don't have the time to do like the research and
Yeah, you got a kid.
stuff. And I've got like
You got to breastfeed your 2-year-old.
hours of shows to watch for FNT every week, and and then I'm still trying to find time to be with my husband before he takes over for the night, and I have to start streaming. So I'm just not, you know, you might think, oh,
Wait,
it's
he takes over. Hold on.
and then I'm still trying to find time to be with my husband before.
Sounds like she's almost gonna tear up.
Yep.
Then the other way around, and so
Oh, yeah, she does sound upset.
sorry.
You wanted to be a mom, and you wanted to be a podcaster. You wanted to be involved in drama.
Wow, she's doing the tears thing.
So I don't have time to do the research that I used to do or should do. I do a lot of like I've done more now. I do like gaming streams. I do reactions to body cam footage. I do
The bare minimum. She does what I do. Yeah. Fucking give me the money. Fuck this bitch. What the fuck? No, I get it, but and now she's all upset. Yeah, I mean, focus on being a mom. Go away. But doesn't Frank bring in a ton of money? Didn't she basically marry into money or something? I don't know much about Frank Pellegrino. Pellegrino. I don't know much about him, but I feel like it was a thing that she basically married into money. Guy with money, so she could get knocked up and stay home and do what she wants to do. And apparently, this is what she wants to do.
Content that like
I don't know.
doesn't require a whole ton of prep work because I know I don't have the time to do like the
Wow.
research and stuff. And I've got like hours.
It's her friend, supposedly. What research do you have to do? It's your friend.
Of shows to watch for FNT every week, and
Well, you won't have that problem anymore.
and then I'm still trying to find time to be with my husband before he takes over for the night, and I have to start streaming. So I'm just not, you might think, oh, it's lazy, but like, yeah, I'm reacting to body cam footage. I'm doing gaming streams. Yes,
Wah.
I still do have some interviews, but nowhere nearly as much as I used to do 2 years.
I mean, seriously, it just. I don't think she's reliant on streaming for money, really. I mean, it would probably be a little bit of a hustle. She lives in New York, right? She still lives in New York. Or did she move? I don't know.
Years ago before the baby. So, and if you'll note, people who follow me,
Fucking Pat.
you know that like I am not doing morning streams anymore because that's when I'm with him. All my streams are all basically outside of FNT 9 p.m. or later because that's when he is asleep for the night. And he's 2 and he's still nursing, and I don't know how to get him to stop. He
What the fuck, Chrissie?
even today on Mother's Day, I was trying to like pull my boob out at the brunch table. Anyway, that's
That's awkward.
it's neither here nor there.
That's like, what scene was that? Holy shit. What show or movie? Oh my god, what was that? Oh my god. It'll come to me. Because I'm not going to let that one go now. I'm just going to let this play. It'll come to me.
So,
At the brunch table, he was trying
yeah,
to
if that's
pull my
disappointing to
boob out.
people or if people have a hard
So it can't have been that long since she breastfed this 2-year-old. He was trying to pull my breast out at the brunch table. Brian landed test stream, $4.99. Thank you. I know lady lawyers and other female professionals that somehow have children yet still conduct the research needed for their job. That's what pros do. Yeah, I mean, I agree. It's like
Absolutely.
there's plenty of people.
I'm still trying to think of that movie or that TV show. There was a scene where they were in a dressing room area, fitting rooms, and a kid comes running up and then she just whips her tit out right there. And the kid was like 4 or 5 years old.
People who have kids, families, all that shit, and yeah, they're not using. Let them come into court and try that shit.
I want to say it was Curb Your Enthusiasm or something like that.
Or let them go to their lawyer boss and be like, "Hey, here's the issue. It's not going to happen." I mean, you just can't do that. And the thing is it's not valid. It's just not a valid excuse. You can hear by the way she's describing it. The other thing is, you don't have to do a deep dive on this. The facts of it are simple enough for.
It's pretty cut and dry. this doesn't. And like I said, it's your friends, right? You should know what's going on in your friends' lives. Like, what the fuck?
Everyone to grasp.
Hard time grasping that
Thank
I
you.
really have changed as a person in these last 2 years, and I
And if these are your friends, like you say, then you really shouldn't. There's no real need. Oh my god, it's just so dumb.
yeah, that's
Oh, it was the video. Okay, I thought I was getting feedback from my guitar, which was not. Okay, it was. All right.
what's happening. Like I'm so fully dedicated to this 2-year-old that yes, that's why
2-year-old that is still breastfeeding.
I dropped the ball and didn't research this drama as much as I probably should have over the last few months.
You did few
Um
months, dude. It doesn't go back that far. What the fuck world is she living in, dude? This has been like a month tops. And it's only really escalated the past couple weeks or so.
So at that point at 2, you would walk over and be like, "Come on, mom, tit."
I also need to let you guys know that major things have been going on with me the last few months. For those of you who have followed me and know that my dad was murdered like almost 3 years ago.
It just clicked exactly what Pat was saying there. The kid can talk. Mom, whip your tit out. Jesus. Thank you, Pat. That is an excellent fucking point.
Some of it is
It can walk. It can talk. Put your tit away, Ma.
pertaining to that, and I'm not going to go into like great detail of that.
I mean, like everybody has sympathy for somebody who was, murdered or what. I mean, somebody who's the Tommy Jordan should switch to making YouTube breastfeeding vids. Let me tell you,
Good one,
that would
Tommy.
be popular. That you should see. What that can do to a woman's pussy, that you should see. This is the point where she starts bringing that up. Now she says she has stuff pertaining to it, and I'm not going to go into details. I mean, like, I don't think it has anything to do with the murder itself. I think it sounds like it's impacted relationships.
Because that's not everyone's business, but some issues have come up with that. I mean, I don't know how many of you have like had again, and I'm not saying this as an excuse. I'm just trying to give you guys a sense of like where I'm at. And I mean, I don't know how many people have had a family member murdered in their home, but it's kind of torn my family apart. And it's
I'm having a hard time thinking. The only way I could see it could tear your family apart is if there was a dispute over inheritance and shit like that. But I don't know if that's the case.
It's something I deal with all the time, and I don't talk about it all the time because like I'm not trying to fucking bring everybody down, but there's a lot going on there. There's a lot of other personal stuff that's
Stopped on Bob there. That was weird. Yeah, I forgot about this part. The her father being murdered. Now she said in your home. I don't think she meant he was murdered in the home. I'm not sure. Like, yeah, I forgot about this, and I seem to remember hearing about it, like when it happened. I don't know. This is wild. This is wild to me. So, yeah, and I forgot I heard this a little bit ago when I was preparing to get the stream started. So let's check this out because it's wild.
that I've been going through in the last few months that has very much distracted me and taken up my headspace and kept me from doing things like catching up on the quartering.
Quartering.
And
Yeah, I'm too busy having a murdered dad
and I've seen
to catch
people
up
make
on
the argument of
quartering.
like, Chrissie,
Pat, I think I'm in the
how
way
could
of
you
this.
not watch all
I
your
know
friends'
you are.
content? You stream with all these people. You're friends with all these people. My
Yeah.
algorithm is not my friend's content. My content is my algorithm is Major League Baseball that I watch with my husband. It's like it's ways to remake your backyard, and it's like toddler content. It's like why won't my toddler stop nursing at 2 years old? That's my content. That's my algorithm. That's what's passing through my YouTube. So
Mm.
Why won't my
that
toddler stop nursing at 2 years old? You keep doing it. Since when? Are we like putting it? I had no idea that's how it worked. You just like, hey man, he won't stop. I mean, at that point, when do you start going like,
Yeah. You just put a stop to it. Like, figure it out. Like, there's plenty of other things your child would do that you wouldn't just put up with it. You would put a stop to it. This is one of those things, Chrissy. Fucking stop. Put the tit away.
well, what were you wearing? Maybe you wanted it. Wearing something low cut, and like the toddler grabs it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. Why won't my toddler stop nursing at 2 years old? That she can research. She's like, my algorithm is. I don't know, man. I just like all these.
I'd like to see what it says. Can we look that up? Meaning you, because I don't know.
Meaning
but I
you.
would like to know what.
Also, it's not like the kid's addicted to alcohol or benzos. It's not gonna die without the tit. If it gets hungry enough, it's gonna eat from the fucking bottle. Gonna drink from the fucking bottle. And pretty soon that kid's gonna need to start eating real fucking food, you idiot. 2 years old, man. What are you doing?
Yes, I'm going to let this shit roll downhill one more notch and see if you can find out why Chrissie Mayr's toddler is still nursing it too. My answer is because Chrissie Mayr keeps nursing her toddler. I mean, to me, you're the adult here. It's your tit.
Yeah.
No means no.
for people who can't possibly grasp why I wasn't up on the Jeremy drama and why I was not in a position to be making Melanie speak on it. That's why.
You also weren't in a position to be fielding questions for her, though.
No.
I mean, if she just would have gotten out of the way and facilitated people to talk to Melanie, you wouldn't have had to, believe me, you didn't have to do that. You didn't even have to ask her to speak on it. Just like let her talk when the fucking questions come in.
Another point is I also used to work for somebody controversial. I worked on the Anthony Cumia network on the Compound Media for a few
secretary
years.
for Hitler.
I think I had a show on there. When did I start there? Maybe it's like 5 or 6 years.
Also, I dated Pat Dixon for 3 years, so I'm used to.
And so I understand what it's like to work for someone who's controversial.
I don't know. I don't get where this has anything to do with anything. I worked for Anthony Cumia. Therefore, there's just no connection here. I mean, Cumia was controversial amongst, I've always thought that, a lot of the shit about Ann is unfair. I mean, people, a lot of the shit they say about him is fucking damn true, Some people don't like that he speaks his mind on race and shit like that, And yes, I'm putting that kindly. He's a fucking racist, okay? But he owns it, and that's the way he is and shit. So,
he owns it. You can't own it.
It's not legal to own one.
Is that why he moved up there?
He does not own any. He rents. He rents them. He leases. I think the word technically. Anyway, he is. I think that there's no connection. She's trying to make it like all controversial people are created equal.
Controversial. For years, even now, even though Compound Media has been over.
Ask Cumia how he feels. Ask Cumia how he feels about this quartering guy.
Years, I still get shit for working for Anthony Cumia. He's got himself into a lot of controversy, and he has had a lot of drama that I have had nothing to do with. But yet, the internet still demands I explain or speak on his behalf, or what I'm trying to say is I know Melanie worked for somebody controversial, but I didn't think that reflected on her because I also used to work for somebody controversial. I used to work
And
at
he
Andy
sent me to
Cunha,
the
and
January 6th thing. He sent me there.
I don't think though, like, correct me if I'm wrong, okay? But I don't think that they're mad at Melanie just for working for him.
No,
You
it's a
know.
reason why. And he struck everybody.
Yeah, he got everybody, he nuked, and she did confirm
Yeah.
it, like 13 or 14 channels, okay? And it just happened, and she seems to have no problem with it, be all for it, and people feel they feel angry about that.
And the thing I find really strange too is when Melanie Mac talks about Jeremy, she calls him quartering. The quartering really helped me out. Quartering this, quartering that. And first of all, if you've ever heard Melanie Mac talk, her voice is ugh. God damn, the voice is annoying, but I don't know why she doesn't call him Jeremy. She calls him quartering. Don't call your friend by his channel name. Fucking weird, dude.
And look what she's doing right now. She's clutching.
But yeah, she's Melanie is just like kind of pretending like nothing. Like I think now I don't know much about her husband either, but I think she kind of married into money too. Like so she doesn't, but I think she needs it more than Hannah does. Hannah's gonna be just fine. She has generational wealth, I think you could say. I don't know about her political streaming career and shit like that, but she just Hannah needs to get the fuck away from Jeremy, first of all. And Melanie, I don't know. She used to, a little backstory on Melanie actually. She used to work for H3. She was like one of their gamer girls over. It was H3. What the fuck? No, it was the gaming. Fuck was it? G3? Holy shit! So long ago. Yeah, because I think H3 is a podcast, so don't get it mixed up with that. She was with the gaming thing, and she was their liberal gamer girl. Yeah, she was liberal. And then eventually she turned conservative and joined Jeremy, and that's where we're at now. And she found God, and there's a whole story about her previous relationship. So yeah, also she had been divorced before 'cause she married a non-believer, as she says, and it pushed her farther away from her faith, yada, yada, yada. Got divorced, remarried. So not exactly very Christian right there, but shit happens. I'm not judging that.
In her new pearls.
Little info on Ashton from Kino Casino. He comes from a long line of preachers, I believe. His father was a preacher. I think his father's father was a preacher. Probably his father's father's father. But Ashton was also a preacher up until I think he said from 14 up to like 29 or something like that. He was a preacher, something like that. So he knows a thing or two about a thing or two.
That she has.
Yes, her new pearls, and I think she's probably trying to protect her breast from her 2-year-old.
Are you ever full?
That'd be a great expression that'd be a great thumbnail actually for the video. Why won't my 2-year-old stop breastfeeding?
a lot of people didn't like him. A lot of people have said horrible things about.
But these it's weird. It's like, did you not you could have run all this through Grok or whoever, whatever, and gone, do you think these does this make sense? Am I being? And then it would have gone, well, actually, that doesn't really explain it. There's a big difference here.
About him too.
These analogies
so
suck.
I keep that in mind. And for those of you that are upset that I am only streaming on Sunday
I am furious. She's streaming on the Lord's Day. Is she doing a religious stream?
Instead of Thursday.
She just did a Thursday show.
Ha.
Mm-hmm.
For those of can you imagine addressing this as part of this whole controversy? For those of you who are upset that I'm just streaming Thursday,
I think even her addressing the controversy is a grift in itself. I mean, this is insane.
Sunday.
Look, I had my planned show on Thursday. Friday is when I go on Friday Night Tights. I was asked to not go on there, and no shade to Gary. Like that's what he needed to do for.
Why not just say fuck it and go away for a week and do some, not soul searching, but gather your thoughts. Go away for a week. Gather your thoughts. Do some prep. Take what little time you have, put a little more effort into it, and then come back and just address the whole goddamn thing properly. Not this fucking mishmash mash fucking garbage, whatever this is.
For his show to I totally get that's what they wanted to do for their show. And then we went away for Mother's Day weekend. So I'm not going to inconvenience my in-laws, my husband, the
I mean, seriously. I just had to say, I was like, you know what, that's a good point, dude. Yeah, what is this? What even is this? Not an apology. It's not. This is fucking stupid. That's what this is.
baby, 2 dogs. I'm not going to say, "Hey everybody, can we cancel our weekend plans?" I have to make a video
But didn't you
and
realize
address
that
angry
this
people
would
who
start
hate me and
getting
will never
busy for
believe
her?
anything I say anyway.
Nobody will ever believe it. It's they're gonna say anyway. So what? So why do it? Why? You're just trying to get money off of anything. It's these people are sick, man. I've had Super Tip the entire time. I have never mentioned it until now. Maybe once by talking about getting it set up or something. Yeah. Whatever. But oh my god, that's one thing that's been driving me nuts. DSP, this right here with Chrissie, Jeremy, Tim Pool even. When I think back to when I was watching, because I don't even pay attention to him. He doesn't even pop up on my fucking feed. And it's just money, 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 money. Like, it's a fucking sickness, dude. And then you got all I think YouTube is enabling a bunch of homeless people to stream and beg. Like, it's fucking insane. It's disgusting, dude. Get a job.
2 dogs, a kid, like all this is a lot of work. It's like, yeah, things are gonna everybody deals with this stuff, everybody.
I mean, saying you don't want to inconvenience your dogs is like,
How could I forget to mention Aaron M. Holt in that rant about people that just beg, beg, beg? Oh, he is the worst of all.
about the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard.
That's right.
I don't want to inconvenience my baby, my husband, my 2 dogs.
I totally get that's what they wanted to do for their show. And then we went away for Mother's Day weekend. So I'm not going to inconvenience my in-laws, my husband, the baby, 2 dogs. I'm not going to say, "Hey everybody, can we cancel our weekend plans?"
Inconvenience the dogs.
I have to make a video and address angry people who hate me and will never believe a thing I say anyway.
She should have
So that's why I'm here
recorded
Sunday
one, Pat.
doing my weekly show and talking about it here.
it up.
Wait, what is that?
She should have just recorded a video, put it up, and
She could have. I mean, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal.
no,
Would have been easy to do.
yeah.
What's so hard about that? And that's what she said, by doing a video. I mean, the other thing is, she just said, okay, well, I got disinvited. The way she put it, I was asked not to come on or whatever. That's different from being canceled from the show or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like, why didn't she just do it Friday when she was supposed to be on Friday Night
Yeah.
Tights? I mean, she had time, is what I'm saying. Just like you are. It's like you can't just like say, no, there was no time anyway. It was either she had to either pick the quartering controversy or all her in-laws, family, 2 dogs, and everything else.
Or feed the dogs.
Or the dogs were gonna starve to death.
Yeah.
Here's Melanie Mack. Here's what she looks like.
Yeah, she's interesting.
Okay.
Do you
I
trust
think-
that person? I don't trust that person.
I mean,
I have an instinctive distrust of somebody who looks like this. No offense.
Yeah, and honestly, I mean, you can, like I said, the way she looks and then being Christian, it's whatever. The tattoos, I mean, it's a different time, whatever. People change, but overall, I'm not associating with that person. Nope. I might even walk to the other side of the street. No, but if you've heard her talk, and then she speaks about she used the F slur in a short something in a video, essentially just trying to draw attention to herself. You know. But she doesn't. She seems to have a problem with the gays. But you would never guess it.
She's not the half black one. That's the other one.
no, yeah, little crazy eyes, I guess.
Her dogs won't stop breastfeeding.
Yeah, they're only 2 years old.
What not chaser says her
Yeah.
dogs won't stop breastfeeding.
When they're 3, they'll stop.
It would be very inconvenient for them. All right.
You got to spend it, you know?
Mm-mm.
So we
where'd
spent
you
a
guys
lot
eat?
more at the casino.
At the casino? Did you just go to the
Okay.
food court?
All right. Hi, Terry. Hi, Kim.
Here we go.
Hi, girls. I don't know the extent to which like you care or no, but anyway, hello. Sorry to keep you guys waiting. How was your weekend?
This is oh, how was your weekend?
So uncomfortable.
I know. They're just like,
Yeah, you can't say how was your weekend anymore in Jeremy's chat or you get banned, which is what he says at the beginning of the show on Monday. How was your weekend, everybody? So he'll ban you for saying it, but that's how he starts the show. It's comical.
I brought the orange chair for support.
Orange chair.
Hilarious.
support
Yeah,
of your
well,
enemies.
How was my weekend? How was Mother's Day? Mother's Day is always awesome when
Happy
you're
Mother's Day. I didn't.
Happy
Ugh.
Mother's Day.
No,
Said in the
thank you.
intro, she said that Melanie was kind of saying, "Oh, it's a nothing burger" type of thing, versus, Nina had messaged Chrissy about it. She
What are we
obviously
doing,
she had the
Pat?
stream about it where
Hold on. I think we can switch. Yeah.
Oh my God. Chrissie Mayer just posted something.
And by the way, he's doing this on purpose so that whole thing to get some of Chrissy's history of flagging.
Okay.
And here we have Chrissie Mayer telling all of her followers back here in 2023, okay, enough already. Can everyone please report at Gummy Meyer for impersonation of me? Now, this is an account marked as a parody account that's making fun of Chrissie Mayer. That is a parody of Chrissie Mayer. And the name is
Yes, biscuits. Yeah, I mean, she's basically a stay-at-home mom. Like, just fucking go away. What the fuck? She needs the attention. She's an attention whore, and I don't know how much money she makes from all this shit, but I'm sure she makes a decent chunk of change from her simp cast and all the other shit she does. But this one little thing ruined all of it. She could have just continued doing her dumb little shit, but nope. She done fucked up.
Gummy Mayer because she has quite a
The chickens are coming home to roost. Rooster right in the rear.
gummy smile. We can see her being called out by Sasquatcho. It says, why? It says parody on it. That's allowed, I think. Another one of her followers, Deplorable Garbage, a very fitting name, says done.
Shout out Stalin19 for this clip. as always, I have your channel and the title of the clip in visible. I do my best.
He reported Gummy Meyer. And then Gummy Meyer, if she was as smart as she thinks she is, she would see it says your account is a parody and not ask everyone to report you for impersonating her.
Gummy Mare.
And Musher says, a comedian that can't take a joke. That's rich. So this is another person that's a real sensitive Sally that thinks that they have the ability to take down anybody that's making fun of them. And here we have Chrissie Mayer blasphemy adopting the iconography of the Virgin Mary as though she's sinless, as though she's the mother of God. And Chrissie has no excuse for this blasphemy. She went through RCIA. She went through all of the Catholic schooling in order to be confirmed. She knows right well this is wrong, but she continues to blaspheme against the Virgin Mary, the mother of our Savior, Jesus Christ, and then tell everybody else that she's the real Christian and she's being canceled for her righteousness and her holy example. I call bullshit.
Well, we're on a roll with these clips, huh? Not too shabby. Perfect. One after one into the other. I like this. Let's roll.
Continuing on, we see here, this is Chrissie Mayer's Catholic confirmation. I'm not kidding. This is the actual thumbnail she put out for her Catholic confirmation. Did you not learn about modesty in RCIA? Did you not learn about not inspiring?
Sorry for any inconsistencies in the video here. Not my fault.
The brothers to lust? You're wearing a cheetah print low-cut top during your Catholic confirmation journey video. But yeah, this isn't totally a grift.
Not inconsistencies, lack of quality, whatever. I realized I said inconsistencies, and that's actually in the title. Casino, Chrissie Mayer's Inconsistencies. Anyway, there's some errors here. There's some glitching or whatever, some clipping.
At all. This isn't a simp thirst trap in order to validate online Christians that aren't real Christians into giving you money and simping for you. No, no, no. This is a real serious, pious, holy, blessed woman that we're dealing with.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
Give me a fucking break. So here she is lying about Jesus and lying about lying on the name of Jesus.
Why did you lie about not knowing the drama? Why did you say Jesus supports flagging? I never said Jesus supports flagging.
You did. You said Jesus supports deplatforming. Play it. Here you go.
Okay.
Here you go.
JCD, does Jesus Christ support deplatforming? You know what? I guess Jesus Christ would support deplatforming people who did not adhere to the Bible.
Oh my God.
Liar alert! Is that Christian behavior? To lie about something you actually said on video literally a couple days ago?
Piece of
Mel,
garbage.
tell us what we should do with liars, Mel.
I do know what people have said about him regarding me is lies. So why am I going to look into anything else that when they've already got a track record of lying?
Oh. So we shouldn't trust anything
By the
somebody
way,
who lies
Ash,
once said. Huh.
I
wonder if we're going to see Chrissie lie more and more and more, huh, Mel?
Okay.
So here we have a story from our favorite whore, Ethan Ralph's girlfriend and future wife.
Here we go. I mentioned them earlier. Awesome.
Scarlett Hampton. And Scarlett Hampton has a little bit of a story to tell us about Chrissie Mayer. Let's hear our Catholic TradCon hero here.
Chrissie Mayer wanted to give me her motor bunny. She wanted me to buy it, but those things are loud. They're like a weed whacker. And when you live in a city, you can't have a weed
Chrissie
whacker. You're not
Mayer
around
was trying to sell her used sex toys to Scar.
What the?
Gross.
Ew. Ugh. Ugh.
Okay, so now we're moving on to my favorite.
I realize women kind of live in a different world than men, but that is fucking disgusting. Bitch, please.
Folder, which is called Chrissie New. And this is where we're going to completely destroy Chrissie Mayer's entire narrative. So you'll see here a live stream on Nina Infinity's channel dated April 22nd, 2026. And you can see there's Nina Infinity, there's Chrissie, there's Verbal Riot. And wait, what's that on screen? What's that up there? Why, it's the quartering melting down on Twitter about how he's going to scalp Stuttering Craig and destroy everybody. Sounds like maybe Chrissie lied. Sounds like maybe Chrissie knew. But just to remove any shadow of a doubt, here we have the live stream clipped up where Chrissie is told pretty much the entire lore of everything that went down 2 weeks before the live stream.
Okay.
Chrissie knew.
People lie here and there, but to like your whole story is a lie. I just can't imagine how stressful that is to keep up.
Oh, really?
There's too many.
The cosmic divine irony of Chrissie saying that. You know, Chrissie, yeah, it is
actually
tough.
poetic,
It is
bro.
tough. It is tough when you're lying like that, isn't it, Chrissie? Isn't it? It must be really stressful going through what you're going through now because you lied and lied and lied to so many people and you've had to twist and contort yourself in so many different ways that you can't even keep the lies straight and you've been completely exposed. Gee, that would be stressful, huh? Fast forward 2 weeks. This is crazy.
Like internet detectives, man, to like tell these big lies and think you're gonna get away with it, man.
Yes.
Tell him. Tell him, Verbal Riot. The cosmic divine irony of all of this.
But the funny thing with Jer's lies and Chrissie lies and Mel's lies, it's like they're not even like gay oppish enough to be like kind of hidden and like you find out through a leak months ago. It's instantaneously destroyed.
This is a retroactive feltoning from God for what Chrissie has done. I really believe that.
Oh yeah.
People are going to find out. There's
I
an
believe
art to
find out.
grifting, man, and the good ones,
Yeah,
the good
just
ones, you
ask-
can't even tell they're doing it.
Just ask the quartering.
Nina has been badass about this whole situation too. Props to Nina Infinity.
It was definitely an
Quartering
art.
is a bad grifter.
Exactly.
I love how everyone just hates him. Like everyone's like quartering. Oh, fuck quartering.
Because it's like once you lose that art.
Oh my god.
Oh, we're on the outs, Chrissie. We're
This is
outs.
April 22nd,
I love how
2
everyone
weeks
hates
before
quartering.
the stream, where she claimed to know nothing. She didn't even have a passing familiarity with any of it. She's like, I don't know. Okay.
Okay.
Her and Nina and the quartering got into a whole thing, man.
Why are you guys beefing?
Because he lied about me, and then he was he's just a complete grifter that turned went against everything he was ever claiming to be, which was like free speech and wanting to.
I really don't like him lying about you because I heard that
Okay, so it's like
he maybe copy struck some
Wait,
channel.
wait.
She knew.
She knew before
She
Nina
knew.
told her.
She knew before Nina even
Are
told
you
her.
kidding? I thought Nina told her.
Knew.
No.
She knew. She brought it up. But when it came time for Melanie Mack to come on, she didn't know a single thing.
My God.
She knew.
Because
Chrissie
they were
knew.
supposedly like lying about his wife or something. But
wait, you knew the whole.
She knew.
We didn't lie
she knew
about
the whole-
anyone's wife. Let's
She
be
knew
real.
the whole lore. She knew the whole lore.
I'm not up on it.
Oh, but she knows, but she doesn't know. That's real convenient. But now Nina's going to educate you. Verbal Riot's going to educate you on the stream publicly. And then Nina's also going to tell us that privately this call continued for like another hour. And they gave you the receipts of everything privately as well, beyond even what this is. And then you lied and pretended you had no idea 2 weeks later. Do you have Alzheimer's? Like, are you a dementia patient?
No, but look,
like,
if Nina had told her, you can go, she wasn't paying attention or she forgot. She bringing it up to Nina makes this a billion times crazier.
I couldn't even believe what I was clipping up yesterday.
Oh,
I really couldn't.
My God.
So
yeah,
He tried to get a lot of channels deplatformed and because I'm surprised he hasn't gone after Brittany Venti. Like I'm shocked.
Because now
I think it's Because
Fenty's
she's
been
just
relentless, man.
she's too big. I think she's just too big for him to try and take
Well, and also everyone's like looking at this now, right?
down.
Well,
And
see,
I
he
think
did tweet recently. I don't know if this is today about that he is going to start going after the people that.
Wait.
Oh, so you know a lot
knew
more than you let on. Yeah, she knew everything. Yeah.
oh my God, is he doing it today? And that's why I did my stream on Rumble, because I was like, I'm not gonna talk about him on freaking YouTube.
So
Yeah, let me send this
Nina
to
was
you.
so worried about getting deplatformed that she streamed on Rumble instead of YouTube. And she told Chrissie this. And Nina Infinity is not a drama monger. She's not a troll. She's trying her best to have integrity and be a respectable political commentator. Do you know? That's what she's trying to do. So, like, I would take the things that she says seriously. But Chrissie's going to pretend like she never heard any of this or that it was all lies.
Yeah, but Venti just put out another video, like, I think yesterday.
By the way, this makes Chrissy's like Sunday stream 10 times worse.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it does. Oh yeah, it does.
I saw her video yesterday. Yeah, he's scared of her. I think he is. I think
Dude,
he
I'm
is
scared of her, man. I would never want to get Brittany Venti angry.
We're friends.
Oh,
I would never want to piss that girl off ever.
Then Chrissy, why did you lie about Brittany Venti and make an enemy of her, Chrissy? Why did you do that then? It's crazy. It's crazy watching this back in hindsight.
I don't even know what to say. I'm like, whoa.
True, you don't want to be on Brittany Venti's bad side.
No
You
wonder
really don't.
Nina's so pissed
This
off.
is
My
this
turtle
is like
peed
the
on her,
ultimate
like,
cosmic karma and foreshadowing of everything, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like it's actually scary. Like you couldn't have scripted this up any better to destroy Chrissy and her narratives.
No, because now I know why Nina was so pissed, bro.
Well, yeah.
Last summer or 2 summers ago.
And by the way, again, Nina has been amazing about this whole situation, you know?
And
that girl has weaponized her autism, man. Like, I'm telling you.
Oh no. Okay, let's share these before Jeremy drunk deletes these tweets.
Here we go. So now Jeremy's drunken crash out is being shared live to Chrissy. But she didn't know anything about any of this, guys. Not even a passing familiarity with what's going on at all. At all.
Let's see.
Sad. It's so sad because I liked him.
Never.
I know Meme Copium.
Yeah, Meme Copium, you're right about that.
I honestly feel bad for Nina and Brittany. Losing a friend of 9 years is a terrible thing, even if they are a dirtbag. Well, I think her whole grift has dried up. Like, if you look at her channel, the video views were in the toilet completely. You look at super chats, they were meager. Like, she was down to streaming only a couple times a week. And so she was looking for any way out. And I think she decided her best path forward. That's not a normie of Chrissy saying.
God damn it. Thank you, Biscuits. My first super tip. Much appreciated, my friend. Much appreciated. And yes, happy to give you a little history on the Kino Casino there. I don't know a ton, but I know enough. Thank you so much for that super tip. First super tip. Appreciate it. Aha. And it's gone. Cool. Thank you. Also helped me wrap my head around how to pull those up. All right. Damn it. Now where's the... Okay.
Saying that.
Now where was...
You know, Chrissy, yeah, it is
I hit the wrong damn button.
Everyone just...
So now I gotta...
It's the quartering Chrissy knew.
Okay.
People lie here and there, but to like, your whole story is a lie.
Sorry, I screwed that. I clicked the wrong part of the screen.
I just can't imagine how stressful that is to keep up.
Really?
There's too many...
The cosmic divine irony of Chrissy saying that. You know, Chrissy, yeah, it is
actually
tough.
poetic,
It is
bro.
tough. It is tough when you're lying like that, isn't it, Chrissy? Isn't it? It must be really stressful going through what you're going through now because you lied and lied and lied to so many people and you've had to twist and contort yourself in so many different ways that you can't even keep the lies straight and you've been completely exposed. Gee, that would be stressful, huh? Fast forward 2 weeks. This is crazy.
Like internet detectives, man, to like tell these big lies and think you're going to get away with it, man.
Yes.
Tell them. Tell him,
wait.
Verbal Riot. The
this-
cosmic divine irony of all of this.
But the funny thing with Jared's lies and Chrissy lies and Mel's lies, it's like they're not even like gay oppish enough to be like kind of hidden and like you find out through a leak months ago. It's instantaneously destroyed.
This is a retroactive feltoning from God for what Chrissy has done.
Yes. This is God's will. Oh, praise Jesus.
I really believe that.
Oh yeah.
People are going to find out. There's
I
an
believe
art
it.
to
Find out.
grifting, man, and the good ones.
Yeah,
the good
just
ones, you
ask-
can't even tell they're doing it.
Just ask the quartering.
But Nina's been badass about this whole situation too. Props to Nina Infinity.
It was definitely an
Quartering
art.
is a bad
real.
grifter.
Exactly.
I love how everyone just hates him. Like everyone's like quartering. Oh, fuck quartering.
Because it's like
He is so hateable. I haven't even gotten an opportunity to get into his whole unsleeved media venture. He has a whole bunch of different avenues he's tried over the past 10 years, and they're still somewhat active. It's insane. He spent $10,000 recently on Magic the Gathering cards to do an unboxing, and it was a dud.
like
don't
once
like
you lose that
quartering?
art.
Oh my god.
Oh, we're on the outs, Chrissy. We're
This is
outs.
April 22nd,
I love how
2
everyone hates
weeks before the stream, where she
Yes.
claimed to know nothing. She didn't even have a passing familiarity with any of it. She's like, I don't know. Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Her and
dude.
Nina and the quartering got into a
guys
whole
are
thing,
beefing?
man.
Why are you guys beefing?
Because he lied about me, and then he's just a complete grifter that turned like just went against everything he was ever claiming to be, which was like free speech and wanting to.
I really don't like him lying about you because I heard that
Okay. So it's like okay.
he maybe copy struck some
Wait,
channel.
wait.
She knew.
She knew before
She
Nina
knew.
told her.
She knew before Nina even
Are
told
you
her.
kidding?
Indeed.
I thought
She
Nina told her.
knew.
Again, I'm sorry. I totally fucked up and hit the wrong part of the screen, but okay. I don't think we were too much farther.
No.
She knew. She brought it up.
Yep.
She brought it up.
She knew.
But
though.
when it came time for Melanie Mack to come on, she didn't know a
Oh.
single thing.
My God.
That's how fake she is. I've known this for years. A lot of us have known about Chrissy, and fucking finally.
She knew.
Because
Chrissy
they were
knew.
supposedly like lying about his wife or something. But
Wait, you knew the whole.
She knew.
We didn't lie
she knew
about
the whole-
anyone's wife. let's
She
be
knew
real.
the whole lore. She knew the whole lore.
I'm not up on it.
Oh, but she knows, but she doesn't know.
Oh
That's
my
real convenient. But now Nina's going to educate you. Verbal Riot's going to educate you on the stream publicly. And then Nina's also going to tell.
Only I can use that excuse. I know, but I don't know what I know. No, seriously, like it's someone in her position. You can't pull that shit, dude. It don't work for you.
us that privately this call continued for like another hour and they gave you the receipts of everything privately as well, beyond even what this is. And then you lied and pretended you had no idea 2 weeks later. Do you have Alzheimer's? Like, are you a dementia patient?
No, but look,
Like,
if Nina had told her, you can go, she wasn't paying attention or she forgot. She bringing it up to Nina makes this a billion times crazier.
I couldn't even believe what I was clipping up yesterday.
Oh
I really couldn't.
My God.
So
Yeah,
he tried to get a lot of channels deplatformed and because I'm surprised he hasn't gone after Brittany Venti. Like I'm shocked.
Because now
I think it's because
Venti's
she's
been
just
relentless, man.
she's too big. I think she's just too big for him to try and take
Well, and also everyone's like looking at this now, right?
down.
Well,
And I
he
think-
did tweet recently. I don't know if this is today about that he is going to start going after the people that.
Wait.
Oh, so you know a lot
knew
more than you let on. Yeah, she knew everything. Yeah.
Oh my God, is he doing it today? And that's why I did my stream on Rumble because I was like, I'm not gonna talk about him on freaking YouTube.
So
Yeah, let me send this
Nina
to
was
you.
so worried about getting deplatformed that she streamed on Rumble instead of YouTube. And she told Chrissie this. And Nina Infinity is not a drama monger. She's not a troll. She's trying her best to have integrity and be a respectable political commentator. You know, that's what she's trying to do. So, like, I would take the things that she says seriously. But Chrissie's going to pretend like she never heard any of this or that it was all lies.
Yeah, but Venti just put out another video, like, I think yesterday.
This makes Chrissy's like Sunday stream 10 times worse.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it does. Oh yeah, it does.
I saw her video yesterday. Yeah, he's scared of her. I think he is. I think
Dude,
he
I'm
is
scared of her, man. I would never want to get Brittany Venti angry.
We're friends.
Oh,
I would never want to piss that girl off ever.
Then Chrissie, why did you lie about Brittany Venti and make an enemy of her, Chrissie? Why did you do that then? It's crazy. It's crazy watching this back in hindsight.
I don't even know what to say. I'm like, whoa.
True, you don't want to be on Brittany Venti's bad side.
No
You
wonder
really don't.
Nina's so pissed
This
off.
is
My
this
turtle
is like
peed
the
on her,
ultimate
like,
cosmic karma and foreshadowing of everything, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, it's actually scary. Like, you couldn't have scripted this up any better to destroy Chrissie and her narratives.
No, because now I know why Nina was so pissed, bro.
Well, yeah.
Last summer or 2 summers ago.
And by the way, again, Nina has been amazing about this whole situation, you know?
And
that girl has weaponized her autism, man. Like, I'm telling you.
Oh no. Okay, let's share these before Jeremy drunk deletes these tweets.
Here we go. So now Jeremy's drunken crash out is being shared live to Chrissie. But she didn't know anything about any of this, guys. Not even a passing familiarity with what's going on at all. At all.
It's so sad. It's so sad because I liked him.
Never.
I know Meme Copium.
Yeah, Meme Copium, you're right about that.
I honestly feel bad for Nina and Brittany. Losing a friend of 9 years is a terrible thing, even if they are a dirtbag. Well, I think her whole grift has dried up. Like, if you look at her channel, the video views were in the toilet completely. You look at super chats, they were meager. Like, she was down to streaming only a couple times a week. And so she was looking for any way out. And I think she decided her best path forward is to work for Jeremy because he's a simp and he's a piggy bank that she can take all of his cash.
Yeah. Is she still doing stand-up? Or no?
I guess
she was
so.
Fired, she was fired from Censor.tv when they collabed with Kumia's thing, right?
Vicious lies on my name. I've been nothing but nice to everyone. Nice to over the.
Yeah, when Censored.tv and Compound merged, they took notes on everybody's numbers and their it wasn't good because I guess it goes. It's kind of like a YouTube situation, I guess. They'll have you if you can bring in subscriptions, but if you can't bring in those subs, then you're done. They're not having you. And well, Chrissie didn't make the cut.
Years, the receipts are on my side. I've let it be for weeks, but I guess if they really want me on my villain arc, I will oblige. Oh no. I don't want to hear anyone telling me to be calm. These fucking losers, yellow flash.
Okay, like how do you pretend to not know?
She denies that she ever knew anything.
But you were on stream. Like, if you found this out secretly and you hid it, okay, you're lying about it. It's still wrong, but you're
It's public. We can publicly see you get educated.
You're on stream.
Side scrollers, Brittany, geeks and gamers, they have all turned heel and decided 1 week's ad revenue is worth selling
by the way,
their soul.
Those are people that, like, geeks and gamers. Chrissie
all
works
Chrissie's
with.
people. It's all Chrissie's people.
Yeah. These are Chrissie's people that quartering is threatening. And she swept for him. She knew this whole time.
Oh, man.
And so I will oblige. Damn.
What does that mean?
Oh my God, give me a break.
So it's ignorant and she's just a dumb woman. She can't even comprehend what's been read to her. Okay.
Buddy.
I don't know what that means. So does that mean he's coming after their channels and flagging them? Does that mean he's gonna start making videos, like making fun of them? I don't know what that means. You know what's so funny is like
that Jeremy tweet with the fucking Elmo was the worst
It
idea.
really was. I think that was like it might have been the low point of this entire arc. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
like I was watching Flashcast like when they were covering the quartering, and Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers said the funniest thing, and I was like, you know what? That's a way that Jeremy from the quartering could get out of this.
I have a tweet that was put up by Ashton PPP from Kino Casino. I'm gonna put that up after we get through this. I'm gonna step out for a smoke. I'm gonna let it play. Not too much longer here, and then I think I will split the episode and we'll take a short break, and I will continue on a new one, and then we will go. There was a show I wanted to do a long time ago called Behind the Time. Basically, just going back in history. I kind of started that. I think it was last week. I played some Karmic from a year ago, and people seem to dig it. So I think what I'll do is when I split the episode, I'll come back and we'll watch Karmic from a year ago. We'll watch a little bit of John from his return last time, and I'm kind of skeptical on that Rumble channel. I think it's John's channel, but I'm not sure. I will dive into that if we go on some of those. Yeah, so we'll finish this up. I'm gonna go have a smoke real quick.
Is like he was like this was old. He was like he said if this was old Jeremy from the quartering, he would have grifted off of this by making like a thumbnail that said like just like a one of those
My
blank
channel's
out
under
thumbnails.
attack.
Chrissy doesn't know anything though. Chrissy doesn't know any of the memes. She doesn't know any of the lore, right? Right. Sure, Chrissy. Sure.
Yo, she knows everything.
channels under attack, but like more like Kino Casino's channel's under attack, and like by YouTuber, and like and then like just do the video as like like so like some YouTubers going around like flagging other people's channels, like that kind of thing, and like just like make fun of it, and then like apologize through making fun of himself. And I was like, that's actually a genius advice. Like if Quartering wanted to actually take advice from
honestly, it would have been better than whatever he did.
Let's hear anything would have been better than what he did. I think he's handled this the worst that I've ever seen anybody handle this. Like there were really like two options. There was like three. Like you could try and like own it and make fun of yourself. You could go on the attack actually and go full bore against everybody to prove that you're right and clear your name. Or you could actually just do nothing, and not lash out like a lunatic. But he didn't do any of that.
People in the chat are saying, do you think there is a redemption path for him? And if so,
no. First of all, no. And secondly,
when you notice the sweeping comes out right away, like what's the redemption arc for Quartering? Like
the redemption arc would be getting our channels back and then going to rehab for
I
like
think
6
so,
months.
Right? It's really that simple,
I think the redemption path is a few things. One, he needs to go to rehab and like stop drinking.
I
like
agree.
he cannot be.
Did
like
you see
drunk
Chrissy's
anymore.
face when she said go to rehab? Did you
To go
see
to
like
rehab
the
and, like,
line?
stop.
Whoa, did you see that? It was like an involuntary twitch of disgust at the idea Quartering would ever have to get sober or go to rehab, because she was probably already at this time communicating with Quartering about taking Hannah Claire's job.
You're right.
She couldn't even keep a poker face for even 1 second.
Maybe
stop drinking.
I
Like
agree.
he cannot be like drunk anymore.
Wow. Is it really that bad? Jeez, I guess I didn't know.
Huh?
She didn't know, guys.
Wait.
She didn't know.
I think you're onto something. I think there was discussions already. Like it's because she knew about all the drama, right? Why would she search all the drama? Probably because she was talking to him and going, "What's this?"
The whole interview with Melanie Mack was her audition for the job. It's obvious. It was, can you sweep this up?
I didn't know his drinking was that bad.
It's gotten so bad. Like, and I mean, like, we all kind of knew that he would drink a lot. Like, I mean, this was way years ago. He would just go on these drunk tweet spree and then delete the tweets. He's been doing that for so long.
Chrissie
but
didn't
like,
know any of that, right? She had no clue.
I think that
Not an
that would
inkling.
be a thing, like him, and then he apologizing and owning up to what he did, and like the flagging and
Is that the
and
worst
all that stuff.
that he did was flagging the channels?
Is that the worst thing he did? Because she was obviously talking to him. He's trying to suss out the situation.
Yeah, she's fishing. You can tell with her face there. Like I said earlier, the facial expressions. There's many indicators. She's
Our
fishing.
editor, it's not like he flagged. He got 2 channels, which, by the way, had my like stand up and all this shit on it.
And you can almost see it. Look at Nina there. You can like, bitch, really. And then even, and you can always tell with a black dude's mouth. They make their mouth will position in such a way that they're like, fucking seriously. You gotta love black dudes' facial expressions. Fucking.
It deleted with no
They're
flags.
both like, really?
Because he was mad at us for criticizing him.
He got the Kino Casino Clips channel taken out from YouTube, and
There
the
it
guy
is.
that was, I guess it
She
was like
was
their
just
editor.
told,
Apparently,
but
he
she
lost
didn't
it.
know.
No.
There it is. The whole crux of it was just explained to her.
Boom.
The Kino Casino Clips channel was flagged down by Jeremy Hambley, and their editor who ran it lost his livelihood and income. So when Chrissie pretended like she had no idea what was going on during the Melanie Mack interview, she knew the entire time. And she was a disingenuous liar that was preparing to become Jeremy Hambley's employee this whole time.
His income entirely, and he was like supporting his family through that. And it's not even like, it wasn't even the Kino Casino guys that were running that channel. It was some other guy. Like, so some other guy got hit. And I think people really don't like that kind of stuff when it comes
Yeah, I mean, once you have a
to
reputation for like trying to deplatform people, it's hard to
content
come back from
creation.
that.
It's done.
Allegedly, the Quartering has an inside in YouTube, the company. So I mean, like
Yep.
that's how he's able to get
Allegedly,
these.
yeah.
But don't you
channels.
once you
He said something. Well, tweet. I think it was something about flexing his connections. I believe flexing was the word for sure. Ugh.
hit a certain
It's just as the Canadians would say. These two fellas here are Canadian, by the way. It's greasy, fucking greasy, man.
number of subs, you get a handler. Like you get like a
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Some people get YouTube managers, but it's not very often you get a YouTube manager who's willing to ban people with no anything for you. They're supposed to help you grow your channel with like
part of it's very weird because John has said some similar things, but I don't think he really I don't know. But there's been a few people who've said some things like that, and it's very interesting. Like, I think it wouldn't surprise me if there's some buddy trolls within YouTube as well, because they're right there dealing with all of it. I mean, what better job would that be? If you want to be a buddy troll, get a job at YouTube. Fuck.
ideas for thumbnails or SEO and all that stuff.
Yeah.
YouTube.
You get a YouTube rep.
Yeah.
Which is what he said. Like he wrote to like the guy Josh Moon Kiwi Farms, and he said like, you know, I have a
Everything.
non-Pidgey rep.
She brought up the DMs with Josh Moon.
like that-
She pretended like she never heard this before.
Yeah.
She pretended like she had no idea, and she like whispered it quietly and swept it all up and pretended like she did. But she knew. She was told by
And by
Nina
the way,
2 weeks.
yes.
Meanwhile, the whole internet is talking about it constantly.
We gotta speed this up a bit.
Slash.
We're running out of time. Days. Burning. We're burning daylight.
Yes, off. Yes.
the crazy. Look at this. Like he's going at Stuttering Craig. We brought him out. Hey,
Stuttering
Stuttering
what?
Craig, care to share the hilarious?
And you see Chris
Stuttering Craig. Oh my goodness.
His face, by the way, she's doing this face because she's going, should I believe this?
See those faces. Like she's such a bad liar. She's just like John with the faces.
This should I not be? You know what I mean?
Do I?
You sent
She's
before I do.
literally the gears are turning. Do I go with him or not?
He's
or
like,
What do I do here? I don't. Shit. Who do I side with? Who do I turn on next?
he's getting into it. Don't
But
do
that's
this to
because
yourself,
he
Jeremy.
went after Craig first though. Like
Yeah, he
and
did.
that's the thing. Like
you
he
could
started.
see Chrissy really going.
She's
"Do I
so
help Porter?"
conflicted.
Yeah, that look, like if she was really trying to look at the screen, like that was a look like I have I'm on an iPad here. Let me. No, she ain't on a fucking iPad.
Or not.
Here.
Yeah.
You can tell she's already in contact with Quartering, already auditioning in case one of the other girls drops out. She sees the opportunity.
Shit, and then tries to play.
And I'll tell you, like, she definitely wants that, and she does not give a shit about Jeremy. It's just money. She just sees dollar signs. That's it.
The victim.
Yeah, and then watch like if Craig goes on a live stream with him, he'll like backpedal and be like, "Oh, I love you, Craig. I think you're great. You're such a great guy, Craig." It's like, dude,
it's on video where I think it was on video where he told Melanie Mack.
Look at
and
how
this is
mad
way back in the
Chrissie
day
is
when she was on
about
Slice.
No, I think she's doing this face where you're like she's battling in her mind. Is this as bad as they're saying?
Yeah.
No, she's going. No. There's no way.
No.
He's got 2 million viewers.
Rollers.
Stop. I bet you her fucking what's his name, Frank.
Yeah.
Her fucking
Pellegrino?
husband, that fucking guy on her podcast.
Frank Pellegrino.
Sometimes I bet you he was like, no, like, honey, you need to go on Quartering's show.
She was too big to be doing a small channel
Yeah.
like Slice Rollers, right?
Yeah,
It was
she
basically
was
The
throwing
whole
shade at
lore. The
Craig.
whole lore is being given.
The Mexican Junior for $2 on Rumble says the Quartering needs to go to Caleb Hammer's financial.
So many of these names are reminding me of people in the Dabbleverse, or we had Mexican Jew, and then there's Stuttering Craig. My God.
Audit.
There's got to be some crossover, right?
Apologize to Casino.
So now
I think
the
a
whole
lot of people
financial
would.
audit stuff's being brought in too.
Ash, look at her
Like-
face. She's going, was I like lied to by Quartering? No. It is them who's wrong. Like, buddy.
Accept that as an apology. I think so. And the reason, Chrissy, that people want him to go to the financial
The conflicted face.
No, she's explaining to Chrissy why people want Jared to do the financial audit. You gotta wonder what part of the lore wasn't she told? Because it's basically all been told.
audit thing is because he's been lying for
It really just reminds me of Stuttering John so much. It really does.
so long that no one knows what's true anymore, because he'll play like one day he's kind of like Mr. Jekyll and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Like one day he'll be like, I'm a millionaire and I'm so great and everything's fine, and then the next day he'll be like, I'm broke and my coffee company is going under and I need you to help me fund my
But Chrissy knew nothing. Did you see that involuntary twitch in
my
Chrissy's
coffee company
face?
is going under and I need you to help me fund my
Do you see
trip
that?
to-
She did it again.
Yeah.
She did that whole like disgusted
I'm
face
broke and my
because she
coffee
thinks it's a
company is
lie.
going under.
And she wants so badly to jump in and sweep it up for Jer, even now.
I need you to help me fund my trip to Amfest. So
Oh.
like literally
The Amfest trip. Oh my God. That was another. Oh my God. And I think that was the one he took Luke with him to Amfest. That was a whole shit show. And their shows from Amfest were just total dog shit. But he was begging for, God, it was around 10 grand for the trip to Amfest. And he was, of course, crowdfunding it. And it just.
Oh, do you see that?
She's-
Look at Chrissy.
Do you see that?
Bro,
The whole
watch.
Amfest scam is being brought up.
But watch Chrissy's face here. Watch.
and I need you to help me fund my trip to Amfest.
Did she not seem like she was about to sweep there? She's like,
Yeah.
like,
But
What-
she's
what do
holding
you
back. She's
know?
like, there's
What do you
only a
know?
few more minutes on this live stream. So
Yeah,
if I just like get through this, then it'll be fine and I won't have to ever answer for this or whatever. But she's being told about the Amfest scam. She's being told everything.
She knows about the Amfest scam.
She knew all of this before this stream. I'm convinced
Jared
of it.
probably told her everything. This is the lies they're saying about me and this and that.
So like literally every 5 seconds he'll just be
Look at
like,
her, she's
you know,
melting
ripping
down.
off his audience.
Could both be a millionaire, but his overhead is so high.
Oh, here comes the sweep. Here comes the sweep.
Oh boy.
Here we go. Well, it's like,
Yeah, who knows? I mean, again,
holy.
rich people problems. I'm not sure.
Oh, rich people problems. There it is. She smells the bag. You see? Oh, there it is. Here's the thing. She heard Sydney Watson got $250,000. In Chrissie's mind, obviously not in reality, but in Chrissie's mind, she's like 10 times hotter than Sydney Watson. Like she's the most desirable woman that's ever walked the earth, and she knows how to milk Jer. So she's thinking she could make millions off of Jeremy when all's said and done.
Does anybody know how many people he employs?
No one knows anymore because he used to have like multiple editors.
Guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, the Chrissy Brittany stream is a billion times crazier now.
Well, it needed all
no
of this
wonder Brittany was
context.
so mad.
Okay. I don't even think they get into that really. One. Don't tell me we got to get into that one now. We got to get into that now.
Yeah.
God
Well, she
damn
should
it.
have been more angry. Like, I honestly feel like she should have been super aggro and had this played, you know? Like, we had all of the receipts to crucify Chrissy, and I was going to come on and demand that this shit be played and say, do you have Alzheimer's or what? But Chrissy wouldn't let me on because she knew she was going to get destroyed. And she's just a complete disingenuous liar.
She had no idea who I was.
Oh, I
Stuff
know.
like that.
And that's something we're going to address as well.
That's pretty fucking funny. Remember that part. Oh, he had no idea who Warski was. He's just like, what is wrong with this bitch? Look at his face. So disappointed. Like, what the hell? So you really think we believe that? So, yeah, we got a good baseline here today with this quartering drama. I think when I return with quartering content, I'm going to come back with the Chrissy Mayer and Brittany Venti stream because apparently that's 10 times crazier. I'm going to find that. We're going to finish this one out, and then I do want to come back into a little something with the Lolcow past, whatever we're going to call it. Want to make that stream official, make it a regular thing. It's going to be a lot of fun. So after this, I will split the stream. I'll make a new one, be behind the times, and we'll have some fun with that.
And the Chrissy knew that she does, in fact, know who you are.
Many times.
Like now, I'm guessing now, like probably.
And by the way, she probably knew me again, reminded about me after this situation happened about Keto Casino being flagged.
L guy and probably Melanie Mack, and like that's it, and Hannah Claire, because I think like Luke.
So
got
Melanie
let
Mack's
go.
being listed as an employee. So I mean, Chrissy can't pretend she didn't know that Melanie Mack wasn't an employee of quartering. Like, it's all here. It's all here.
I don't even know what's going on. And then if I was on that show, I would have been like, share my screen. Here's this DM. Explain it right now. What are you doing? Why are you lying? Like, I don't understand what's happening. You're lying. You know,
Listen,
like you brought Melanie on because you knew about the drama and you knew you were going to get viewership. That
There
was
it
the
is.
whole point.
So she
Like, what-
admitted to Camelot in DMs that she knew the whole time, the whole drama, and she brought Melanie Mack on to profit off of the drama and get a big viewership from the drama.
She was farming super chats.
Yep. That was part one of the plan. And part two was the audition for her new job as the co-host of the Quartercast. That's what this whole thing was. And everybody else was played for fools. And all of the super chat money was scammed. She didn't read the donos. It's crazy.
Honestly, I'm gonna say this: Red Bar was ahead of his time. I'll say that much. He hated her and sniffed her out before anyone, like 5 years ago or something, or 6 years.
So it's not been going so good in the Chrissie kingdom. So that's why she's financially desperate and destitute, and she's had to turn to selling her soul to Hambly and trying to cash in on this drama, because she brought in, I think, over $1,000 on the first stream with Melanie and over $2,400. You see there, $2,416, and didn't even read like a fraction of the super chats. I don't even think she read half of the super chats because they were against her. So she just scammed everybody straight up.
Of course.
So then she's liking stuff like this. I can't believe that Brittany Venti attacked you on Mother's Day of all days. Hiding behind Mother's Day.
She didn't attack you. She exposed it, this whole thing. So you can't make fun of Chrissie or call her out because she's a Catholic now.
But
which as Catholic way longer. And then,
why are all of these edgy truth tellers so soft and sensitive that they can't take any criticism?
It's Mother's Day. Her dad died 3 years ago. This happened. That happened. You're a liar.
This is another, like, she knew and she lied, right? So she said that we couldn't come on her show because we're banned on YouTube, even though I'm not banned on YouTube. And when that was revealed to her, she just ran out of excuses and admitted that she would never bring me on. But she would bring Ralph on. Ralph was banned on YouTube in 2018. Why were you fine to have him on, but not PPP or Warski? You know you can have banned creators on. You can't even lie right about the little things. Can't believe you looked at the live button and actually pressed it.
Boom.
Yeah. Chrissie Mayer claimed she wouldn't invite PPP or Andy on because she's not sure if banned people can go on live streams, despite having Cecil Says on after he was banned multiple times. So why is she worried now? Well, one of these streams is not like the other, right?
Mean copium, shut up.
So Nina Infinity gave her breakdown, and I think that this is a pretty good breakdown of what happened. She says, that was hard to watch. There's a lot to unpack, but here are my first thoughts. From the first minute of the stream, Chrissie began it with a long, unnecessary simpcast intro, as if this was going to be business as usual and not as serious as it is. The intro also oddly happens to feature Melanie Mack more than most other regular co-hosts of the show. And how many times has she even been on in recent memory? The point of this stream was to address a Melanie Mack interview that was the worst thing that ever happened to her channel, and deciding to start it with that intro was tone deaf as Chrissie then kept saying she didn't understand how Melanie was connected to what's happening with the quartering, and that she chose one friend's opinion, Melanie's, who told her this wasn't a big deal, over the other friend, Nina, who told her this was a big deal, and tried to signal her to take things seriously because I had a feeling Melanie was trying to manipulate her. She continues. And when she was confronted with the fact that the chat overwhelmingly actually confirmed what her other friend, that being Nina, tried to warn her about, she chose to side with Melanie, did not hold her accountable on that interview, and continued to do the same on this show. Even after Kim tried to explain it to her, she just glazed right over that. Still didn't call out Melanie for her behavior on her show. I don't even think she still realizes it, which is quite astounding. No, Nina, she's just a lying liar that lies. And she couldn't issue a genuine apology to Brittany, which is why she's very upset and has every right to be. There's so much more, but I'm going to leave it there for now. But man, tying your horse to the Melanie Mack wagon is an interesting choice. It's not the Melanie Mack wagon. It's the Jeremy Hambly wagon. Don't get it twisted.
Melanie Mack has no wagon.
Yeah, she's done.
She's not.
She's just a sycophant servant of Jeremy.
All right. Well, that's a nice baseline to get us started on the quartering drama. Like I said, he has Unsleeved Media, which he recently tried to revive, and I think it was a desperate attempt to, I don't know, we'll get into it, but he spent 10 grand on Magic the Gathering cards, and it was a major dud, and I think all of his packs were resealed, and because he's got a guy on the inside. He's got a guy he goes through that gets him these cards. I think it's a fucking buddy troll setting him up. That's my opinion. But we'll be back in a few minutes, 1:30 for Behind the Times. I'll figure out a better title or tagline. Videos, clips from Lolcows Past, some shit like that.